All right, chat, I'm back. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know exactly what happened. I think I have some faulty hardware in my PC that needs to be replaced, and I just got to save up money to replace it because it's been blue screening quite a bit as of late, and it all started once I had changed out some RAM a while back, and I mean a long while back. So it's like I had occasional blue screens for a year, and now it's just more frequent. It all seems to source back to the RAM and a hard drive, which I need to replace my drive anyways. It's getting kind of old, so I'm probably gonna replace the drive, the RAM, and something else at the same time. Probably get a new board and move the processor over is probably what I'm gonna do. Just because I don't need this repeat issue. It kind of interferes with streams, interferes with my game time, my movie time, everything. So we'll get that fixed. But yeah, anyways, today we're gonna be doing D&D with the homies. It's gonna be Sir Blackness, That's a Schmuck, Lena Days, and It's Tresner, all on Twitch. Fantastic, lovely individuals, great group for D&D. This is going to be session 2 in Intrigue in a World of Deceit. It's a homebrew campaign that I designed. It is something that I am quite happy with. It's not fully written. Like, essentially, a lot of it is going to be as we go. So, like, the overarching story is there, but the minor details will fill in as the players decide what they want to do. I'm going to be going over what happened in previous sessions in a moment here once everyone is set. I'm just going to make sure that we're all good to go for that. Make sure you have your drinks and your snacks and everything you might need. Feels like I need some water myself. But yeah, I hope you're all having a great day or night, wherever you are out there in the world. Let's try and get started, shall we?
Layers. The demo allows you to go through the first layer.
No.
So
For what?
that's good enough to know if you want to buy the game or not.
No, for what? No, thank you. Why are you staring at me? I'm not gonna change my mind.
Gigabytes. What the fuck is
No,
happening?
thank you. Play with your tablet. Stop it. Fix your face. Go sit down somewhere. You're still staring at me.
Oh, 1.
Why are you smiling? I'm not. No.
82 gigabytes. Real
She's
about
just
what was
staring
that
at me.
noise?
I think I'm.
It was
I think I'm
this
dangerous.
video game that I'm gonna try. I'm downloading it right now. I just got the full game
What did you say, Black?
for free
I
99.
told her no, and she just kept
I
staring
got
at
it for
me.
free 99.
I
No,
got
she's-
you.
Free 99. Let's go. Okay.
You know, I could have did that. I forgot about that.
Whoops.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. I wanted to support. It's a small studio.
Oh God.
Oh, I'm about
If I
to
fuck with
Well,
it,
you
I'll
said
just pay- I'll
this
just
is way
buy it
better
just
than
to
what
have
though?
it
You said
for
you
no
had Rise
reason.
of Ronin, and then you saw gameplay and deleted Rise of Ronin. Is that what you're saying? Am I catching that correct?
Are we 30 minutes in?
Just choked on an orange seed.
Who?
raw.
Me, almost died.
Damn.
Just a little bit.
Okay, don't die. That's not good.
Y'all need to stop dying, bro.
For real. Y'all really just choosing this, huh?
I'm sorry, my bad. Like I really didn't mean it.
You
know what? You should be. You should be.
Don't let it get down there.
What?
Mhm.
I miss y'all though, man.
Yeah.
Y'all been good.
We miss you too, homie. Try not to avoid us next time.
Listen, my DMs
Damn.
never closed. You can always reach out. Just
Oh,
because
I'm
I ain't
stuck
in the
in
voice
So
chat.
heavy. I fuck with y'all so heavy. Y'all ain't nobody avoiding y'all.
Response, Trevor.
It's all right. You're just embarrassed of your wife. I'm used to it.
I mean, that makes sense though. The slight sigh. All right. So I'm screwed. I thought the sewers were here.
We about ready, by the way?
Done yet?
Sewers.
Or are we waiting for something?
Davion. Okay, see, all right, cool.
I'm
Davion,
good.
now that you
Gonna,
set it out phonetically for me, I will remember. Thank you.
Bro, are you gonna show it on your stream, or are you gonna?
Who, me?
Because I know you got Dungeons and Dragons up, but I was just curious.
Come on, me.
No, Brown.
I'm not playing this shit right now.
Oh, okay.
It was very much an unintentional mukbang.
Yeah. The only
This is
person
my
that's probably
lunch.
going to be playing anything
What kind of
while
game
he's
is it?
doing
It has
that-
if you've ever
It's
played Theory
black.
or like Sifu.
X always playing something.
It's kind
But
of
I
like
think
that,
it helps
like
him
a-
stay on task, Luke.
a navigation.
Hey, I can relate to that.
Like Metal Gear Solid.
That's why I be listening to Twitch streams when I'm at work.
Down shit.
Fair. I listen to like YouTube videos and Twitch while I'm working. It's like good background filler.
It is, and it helps me keep focus.
This sucks. I kind of want to go back and watch my VOD now.
I told you, man.
I
Go
don't
back
want
and
to
watch
fucking
your
miss out on
VOD.
this mission, man.
Do it. Look, all you gotta do is just pause the game, go back to your VOD, like scrub through it real fast. Or if you're feeling real froggy, you might be able to find like a free. Nah, that might be too much work. Maybe
Like
I
a
don't know.
guide, but I don't know where.
No,
where I
no.
found mine.
It doesn't tell you like on the map.
No, there's no indications on the map except for.
Sorry,
like,
not the map. Sorry, the quest log.
Nah. Because
So
it's not. Finding a secret coin isn't part of a quest. It's just, something.
See,
you
this is
pick
why I
up.
like. This is why I like people who give bad review, like a thumbs down, and then they give like a very well organized review. Some people just say upvote, oh hell, and they do some meme shit because it tells me nothing about why I should play it.
Why? No,
Have
I'm
this
saying,
cup.
what is the?
I'm not gonna flip around though.
Most
The
people are
only
just saying that
reason-
like it feels like it's stressful for stressful sake because like once it comes like to 2v1, it doesn't even feel hard. It feels like it lags a lot. Most people saying like a lot of people just say yeah, basically like if you get into multiple fight with people, like just use your gadgets. Like it's not worth trying to fight everybody.
Right.
Yeah, it's not, but it's challenging. Like I've done it. Like I've done a 3v1 successfully. But they have gadgets that knock you out of a fight. Like it'll teleport them away from you. But yeah, it is like getting in a 3v1 is super stressful and it's not worth the fight. But 2v1 is all right. It doesn't lag for me. I played it all on my Steam Deck. So I feel like if it didn't lag for me, then you should be all right if you got like a decent PC.
Oh my God.
You don't do any damage to an enemy for about 2 seconds, they start rapidly regenerating their lost health back up to max.
Let's hold on. Let me check my sounds too. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, does anyone else need to do like any
The
audit tests or
game
anything?
pressures you to be aggressive because the enemies either have shield and or regenerating health. So you have to be aggressive, but the enemies aren't
Discord.
aggressive. They work in like a very like paced.
Thank
Like,
you for the
pattern.
sub.
Who are you talking to? Can you not hear nobody? You should be able to hear. Oh, you know what? Because I left the fucking came back. Probably.
Am I gonna say this right? Tesculon J. Guessing I said that
My
right.
bad,
Thank
bro. I'm
you.
like trying to look at,
Appreciate
shit
it.
and look at the chat too.
I think it's about that time, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, are we getting ready?
I thought we were waiting on somebody here.
It's about that time. I've been trying to see if y'all are good.
No,
I'm ready.
we've been waiting.
So then I was like, it's,
All right, let me
Right,
turn.
guys, I'm going to end my stream to find the place on this VOD.
Do it.
It's a 14-hour fucking stream.
1 second.
Appreciate
On
it.
the chat. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, bro.
All right,
bro.
Bloom. We'll see you later.
Nice to see you.
Can you believe he lives in Detroit willingly?
No one said it was willingly.
Listen,
crazy.
be nice to Bloom.
I like how you just say that after they leave. Like you couldn't say it sooner.
I'm sorry. I'm late on I'm late looking at the screen back and forth and shit. But I'm done. To get this.
Listen, peace and love. But I don't want to sit and listen to another argument between the three of us.
Shit.
Well,
That's,
you know what I
that's
mean.
the funniest part about it. I've never argued.
You're
You
antagonizing.
need to make sure everybody,
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
everybody
I appreciate it.
volume.
We're finally back. You're lucky.
You've got one
It
line
took
and it
2 weeks
works.
to get the band together, but it happened finally.
Hey, we
I'm
did
so
it.
Excited.
Speaking of, since it's been a couple weeks, let's go ahead and do a round of introductions again. Just for anyone that wasn't here for prior sessions.
Fucker. Okay, I'm about to
I'm
say.
joking. I'm joking.
I was like, you piece of shit.
Okay.
Randomly.
Just quick name and your character's name and just like what the role is. That's it. We'll go from Zulin first.
This is Jidashi Schmuck. I play Zulin, the tiefling undead warlock fighter. I'm pretty
Mhm.
cool. or a lot of blue.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Lovely. Nice to meet you. We'll go to Emery next.
The abs are real too.
Yeah, that's doubtful. I haven't felt them myself. Anyway,
That's crazy.
so Trezor, I'm Emery. That's it. That's all you get.
That's all. Okay.
Keep it
Next we'll go to Black.
Twink.
moving.
I'm sorry, Blackness, Big Daddy Black Sacks. Also, Rubik's.
Say
I
that.
don't want to hear that string of
Rubik's
Don't
words.
ever
Cube.
say that ever again in your life. I don't ever want you to have that.
I didn't
come out
listen
of
to
your
nobody
mouth
else's intro.
ever again in life.
Bro, no one else was saying loud shit like that.
Friendly fire will not be tolerated.
I play the greatest bard ever, Rubik's, who doesn't care about good or evil or anything. He's just Rubik's.
Rubik's does what Rubik's does.
Last
It's
name is
Conrad.
Conrad. I just haven't updated it yet.
No relations.
All right, let's go.
We need to have somebody with the last name Conrad for him to meet.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right. Next, we'll go to Kadu.
Hello, my name is Lena Days, aka I'm playing Kadu Joanna, and I am a paladin. And I'm a bar paladin.
Lovely.
Did I guess her a whole arc by accident?
And
What?
oh, huh? Wait, what'd you say?
No, we're not talking about it. This is
Oh,
it'd
okay.
be spoilers.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
That was
okay.
above board.
Yeah. Okay. Also, Xavier, thanks for follow. And my name is Buster Brown, aka Gwen. I am DMing for this campaign, and just make sure that the players have a great time.
Our wonderful DM, awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm gonna cry. Where's my award? I'm just kidding. All right. So just
paper mache.
And macaroni.
damn, I couldn't ask for anything better. For a Twitch award, I'll take it.
Come on.
Don't tilt it because the good isn't getting
Oh shit!
Not the sprinkles I put at the top.
Don't shake it either. I guess it'll fall
Yeah,
apart.
be careful with
Not
that.
a shake weight.
All right. So for a quick rundown of the previous session, our group had found themselves back in their old town. So for some of them, a previous home. For some of them, just a place they once visited and met some great friends. They found that a lot of things had changed, such as everyone in town seems a little bit more, down. Something seems to be going on that they're not aware of. The happy atmosphere that was once there that flooded the streets is no more. It's been replaced with a heavy air and just kind of a fog that kind of goes over everyone's heads. It would seem that unfortunately some beloved friends and family are no longer there. One seems to have potentially passed on, the great wizard Thaddeus. Zulin's mother, who once ran the best inn and restaurant in town, is no longer there. After trying to figure out what happened, they had discovered that some bandits had taken over Zulin's mother's inn, and they fought to take it back, violently killing every single member of the bandit team, except for one who is currently tied up and suffering, just knocked the hell out in the corner of the room.
Still alive.
He is still alive.
Still alive.
Upon recovering the inn, they then cleaned it up a little bit and got ready for bed. Rubik's ran off for a separate inn halfway through, just wasn't around for the cleanup duties. You know how it be. And everyone else is just waiting to see what happens.
Great save.
All right, let me open up some of my last notes here, and we're going to officially start the next session.
By the way, guys, Brown and Schmuck, Xavion says everyone's overlays look amazing.
Ooh, thank you. I wish I could take credit for it. It's not mine. I bought it off Etsy. I'm hanging my head.
But you
But it's
purchased it.
customized. I did the rest of it,
And that's quality. And before we get started, did anyone have any questions or clarifications from the previous session or anything that they don't remember but they think their character should?
I do have a question. So the last time, so we had all gained inspiration. How, if I have one extra inspiration and then like I use it and then I lose it, I just gain the other one the next time, right? Is that right?
Wait, wait. Okay, so you had an inspiration, right?
I have two. You gave me an extra inspiration.
Okay, have you used one yet?
No.
Then you still have the two.
Okay.
I would just make it like put in your notes like you have two inspiration, like put inspiration, colon, and then just put how many you got.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if
you were doing it off of like I used one already, but so you gave me one back basically. But I didn't know if you were doing it like if you got one, tough luck, motherfucker.
yeah, I do a bank system for inspiration, so you can bank them up if you want to. I know that some DMs will have it where you only get one at a time,
Always inspired.
but
Okay.
y'all can have that shit. It doesn't matter. I think it's more fun. Anyone else have any other questions or anything that they want clarification on?
Mm-hmm.
All right, sounds like we're good there.
Oh wait, yes,
The
I
follow
do.
testing code.
What was the
One
guy
kid
that
in
was
class
that
should
was
always ask the
hanging?
question right before you leave.
Do we have homework today? No, I'm just kidding.
You know that one kid in class that misses the whole class, but then he asks for your notes.
Yeah, yeah, that's Rubik's.
Not even-
Fast, though.
not with me, 'cause I gave him the wrong notes.
Resources, baby.
Not with me, because I gave him the wrong notes.
Born to be a,
Damn.
born to be a
Damn,
CEO,
that's
they call it.
that's malicious though. Like I would not help the person, but I definitely wouldn't give them fake S notes. That's
I
so
don't give
mean.
fake notes, I just give him wrong notes. There'll be notes.
Shout
in
out to that
class.
kid who in my design class for websites and shit who I was typing too fast. I think say, "Hey, slow down, bro. I ain't the copy."
Hey, at least he was being real about it.
I let him copy me for being real.
3-point GP.
Bro, you're real for that. You're real for that. I love it.
The question was the guy that's hanging up in the tavern right now.
Mhm.
What was he again?
Hold on, I gotta pull that up.
Not Steven.
What race is he? What do
Does
you
that
hail
change
from?
your opinion?
No.
Okay, so he was one of the spear guys. Are you asking like for characteristics?
Like what? Like was he? What race? Like what? Like
Oh, what race? He appears to be human.
human. Okay, cool.
Human, seems to have raggedy clothes, doesn't seem that well off, and personality-wise seems very timid and kind of scared of things. Although you don't really get much of that personality at the moment because he's knocked the hell out.
Well,
He is
what I was gonna
hanging like a
do was gonna be
pig.
done anyway. So don't take it as me metagaming.
He's waiting to be skewered like a pig anyway, so it's fine.
Hey, damn, okay, shit. I gotta remember sometimes that this group will just violently murder people.
Yo, I'm having a deja vu moment. How the fuck is this happening?
I don't know.
The only difference in happened is like I looked over and actually read the whole thing, but in the dream I looked over what Bob said and I thought he just said that nigga got the D, and I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, what?
Okay, I
Anyways,
gotta,
proceed.
My bad.
you're good. I'm busy swapping audio around a little bit here.
Is it still night or is it next morning? Just
It is-
for clarification.
It's gonna be night. We're not gonna pick up right where we left off though, so I'll intro you in a second. I gotta make sure I have the proper things pulled up first.
Yep. Chat, let me know if you can hear all the sounds of music that's playing, if I need to turn it up a bit.
Yeah, if anyone has any audio issues that they need fixed, right now would probably be the best time to say that. I'm gonna assume that is a no then. Okay, I got one more thing I need to pull up. How did I open that on accident? What? Hold on a second. I borked my shit.
More.
Bork.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Everyone set?
What's going on?
That's funny.
Yes, I am good.
We have fun here sometimes.
Sometimes you have fun.
All right. Find ourselves in the Tavern of Zulin's Mother. No longer a place with a name, kind of just a little hovel at this point, with our cast of characters soundly asleep in their beds. When suddenly there's a commotion outside. There's some people kind of arguing and talking, and all of a sudden there's just the sound of people screaming and yelling as a small explosion goes off. Suddenly, Emery and Zulin both awake to the sound of what appears to be fire crackling just outside the window. They also notice that around them is a wall of smoke slowly filling the air. Zulin?
My shit cut out for like half of that.
You want me to redo it?
Yes, please.
No worries. You suddenly awake to the sound of what appears to be fire crackling from outside your window. There is smoke filling the room, just coming up through the window and what might be come through the door. Kind of hard to tell as you're still in the bed around the corner from it, though. And Emery, you find yourself downstairs in the guest bedroom. Once again, from outside your window, you can hear fire. And as you open your eyes, you slowly see the flames starting to pillow up. Zoom.
Okay.
I'm gonna get up and check the outside the window.
You do that, and from outside the window, you can see that just below you, the entire bottom half of the tavern appears to be on fire. There's people kind of running around the town, kind of screaming, "Oh no! Did you see that? Did you see what he did? Yo! Call the guards!" And everyone just seems to be in a panic, and there's an individual in a cloak running off through the crowds, kind of pushing everyone out of the way.
Okay. Is the door? I want to go touch the door before I open it. I don't want to,
Like, do you mean touch the door or the doorknob?
Let's touch like the whole let's touch both. You just double check. Is it hot or cold?
In a weird strike of decision-making skills, you decide to put your hand on the doorknob. It instantly burns your hand, and you feel what appears to be a second-degree burn as you rip your hand back in pain. The door itself seems to be fine. but you notice that the doorknob is definitely hot, which would seem to indicate that there is potentially a fire on the other side of this door.
Ugh, okay. Well, sheesh. The intrusive thoughts is saying the somersault out the window.
Rolling acrobatics.
How many stories is it? Before is it like a 3-story, 2-story?
You're on the second story.
Okay, I'm gonna tuck and roll. Fuck it. Hold up, acrobatics check. No, roll it. Don't do that.
Uh-oh.
I got a 14 or 13. Can it with the dice, please, so I can see it? All right, mate. Okay, 13.
You got a 13? Okay. Suddenly realizing that you might be in danger, you decide to run towards the window and you somersault out, landing flawlessly on the ground, sticking the landing to someone's applause in the corner. Don't know why he's cheering you on, as there's a fire currently going on. But he seems to be a little bit out of it, clearly a little drunk at the time. You then notice that behind you is the window to Emery's room, who is currently still waking up. Emery?
So as I wake up and kind of, hear the crackling, I rush over to the window and look out.
Outside the window, you can see that there's a little bit of fire starting to come up. It's just below the window currently, but it's not quite there yet. You see Zulin is standing outside a good 10-15 feet away from the window, turning to see you.
Is there anything in front of the window, like a cabinet or anything? Or like a dresser or something?
Inside the room, yes. There is a small nightstand table that is besides the bed, which is just below the windowsill.
I would like to jump off of that and through the window.
You want to jump? Okay.
Just jump in the window.
Go ahead and roll an acrobatics for me.
14.
14. You run and you take your hands, pressing them against the bedside table, launch yourself in the air as you leap through the window, flying just over the flames and landing outside. You kind of stumble a little bit and fall forward, but you catch yourself just barely hanging on to the ground with one hand. Around you is a group of people that seem to be gathering. Some of them are snickering. Some of them are yelling for the guards at the time. You don't see any guards in sight, but Zulin is now just a few feet in front of you. Zulin?
What does it?
Well, I'm gonna be yelling, trying to get people go get water or whatever, and I'm gonna make my way to the front.
Okay.
I've seen that he's got out safely, so at that point it's okay, he's fine. I'm gonna go make sure we still have to go get Kadu and the prisoner.
You make your way around from the backside to the side and then to the front of the inn. You can see that there's still a large group out front as well as the side. People are just kind of running around trying to gather up materials. Some of them are grabbing buckets. They're filling with water. Someone's calling for help. And you can see that the main door seems to be flooded with flames at the moment. The door itself is fallen off the hinges. The windows are clearly broken, and there just seems to be a mess of flames all over the front of the building. It doesn't appear safe to enter this way for any normal individual.
Mm,
trying to think.
mm. That shit's on fire, bro.
That's like I want to be dumb because intelligence, but
Above the board, I will say, you do still have that resistance. That's why like you felt the damage, but I didn't say take damage. Just to clear that up.
I want to. Oh, okay. I want to. I'm gonna yell for Kadu.
All right.
Like, see if she responds. How deep sleep she is. She.
So you start to scream out for her, but it doesn't seem like anything has happened. You then recall that Kadu had went to sleep in the guest bedroom downstairs in the back of the house, conveniently where you had previously left.
Ugh. Is there anyone in front of the door besides like just me? Like, how far back is anybody? If anyone's close enough, like.
You're about 10 feet away from the door currently. The flames push out a few feet from the door. They're kind of roaring outside from the inside at this point. There are several townspeople running back and forth with buckets of water, trying to just throw them on, hopefully trying to put it out, currently to no avail.
Okay, I'm gonna. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna use Aramis,
Okay.
and I want to see if he can like kind of like safely smoke inside and just kind of take a quick survey. Maybe through like a slightly open window if there is one.
You do that. So you summon Airbus. All of a sudden, a big pile of smoke just appears from the ground. You see a couple eyes look up to you, kind of nods in a understanding, and then takes off running towards the building. Kind of just dashing in through the flames, breaking through the busted door, looking around, and conveys to you through thought that it does look like there's flames all over. The building is no longer safe. But the door to the backside where Kadu is appears to not be on fire just yet.
Fuck it. I'm gonna like just make a beeline, like rush the door and knock it down.
All right, you do that. You suddenly gather your courage, you sprint forwards, and elbows slam right into the door. You push right through, running through the flames. You find yourself inside of the burning building, surrounded by fire. Conveniently, the location that you kind of stumbled into is the only spot in the room that is clear, as it's now in the middle. And since you guys had been cleaning so well last night, there were no tables there. The fight ring was cleaned out, so it is the only spot that is currently safe to be standing. And we're going to go to Emery for a moment.
Okay. So I will say that Emery was following Zolan to the front. So as Zolan did what he did, Emery's trying to like kind of peek in and see if I can see Zolan being okay on the other side of the doorway.
As you're standing there peering through, you can see just between the crackle and flickers of the flames that Zulin does appear to be okay. He's kind of just looking around at the moment, but you see that he is quite all right. However, it doesn't look like it would be safe for anyone else to try to enter the building at this point in time.
Okay. I would like to hold on. Give me a second and I'm going to take a look at something and see if there's something I can do here. I guess I'll just kind of help with the pouring the water and stuff on the outside of the building.
All right, you do that. You then grab a bucket as the villagers are running past, kind of just snatch one out of someone's hand. They kind of stumble a little bit, but they're like, it's good, take it. And then they run off to grab another one to get more water. As you are attempting to put out the fire, Zulin, you find yourself the only one in the building besides Kato at the time. The fires appear to be creeping towards the back door at the moment, and they're currently flooding upstairs. The balcony is covered in flames. The tables are on fire. And there's also the gentleman that you had knocked out still asleep in the dead middle against the back wall of the room.
Look, I was gonna proposition him, but since it's not the question right now, so sheesh. Look, sorry, I day ones only. I'm gonna run to the back. I'm not gonna open it, but I'm gonna bang on the door and be like, "Kato!"
You dash through the flames.
Just ever.
You dash through the flames, pushing back any furniture that might be in your way. You get to the back door. You start banging on it. As you bang and start screaming for her, the door starts to just suddenly fall open. It does appear that it has been weakened by the heat. It doesn't seem like the door is in good condition at this point. As the door falls back, Karu, suddenly you awake to a loud noise and what sounds like someone calling your name.
Karu, what the fuck? Why are you... You can't smell this shit?
Oh man, I thought it was just somebody grilling outside.
It's burning wood.
I'm going to get up and assess the room. Is there a window to this room to go outside?
There is no window to this room. The only thing that is now in front of you is the entranceway that he went to get to the front of the house and to the back side of the tavern. It's a small, thin hallway running all the way to the back door, and there's a couple windows down that hallway at the end.
I love the synergy.
How many feet are there from the room to the first window in that hallway?
It's about a 30-foot hallway running really far back.
30-foot hallway running really far back.
Yes. The door does appear to be right at the very end, and the window is a little to the left.
Over to the left. So it's 30 feet from the room down the hallway to the first window on the left?
Precisely. So if you exit your room and you take a right, you'll find yourself going down this hallway to the back side. If you take a left, you'll find yourself going through to enter the main section of the tavern. There are multiple doors down this hallway as well that lead to separate rooms.
Okay, can we sprint out to get to that window to jump out of it?
Yes, you may. You both suddenly just break off into a sprint and run down the hallway to the end, and you dive through the window. Unfortunately, kind of shattering it, and some blades of glass just kind of stick into your shoulder, Zulin, as you both jump through and make it to the other side. Fortunately for you, this was the perfect time to leave, as you can see that the building is starting to slowly collapse behind you. The wood beams are giving way as some of them have been burned to pieces. The structural support of the building is now highly questionable and not really deemed safe, as the building is slowly crumbling to pieces. Around you, you are surrounded by tons of townspeople that seem to be freaking out. Some of them are crying. Some of them are just saying, "Oh, it's so sad. It was such a good play." Everyone seems to be completely distraught at the loss of what appears to be a town treasure at this point.
Oh my god.
And in the distance, you both hear a very familiar sound. Just kind of a beating coming a little bit closer. As you suddenly see your good old friend Rubik's just coming down the street, beating his drum.
I'm going to punch you.
Square the jaw.
It's going to happen.
I didn't even
The
say
body.
nothing yet. I didn't even say nothing yet.
I can feel it coming.
Hey, young boy, what's going on?
Rubik's?
I'm just gonna keep playing.
All right,
I'm
you
just
do
gonna
that.
stand close enough to the burning building where they can see me.
Not the
I'm just gonna-
808s.
In fact, I'll be playing Fireman by Little Week. No, I'm joking. I'm just gonna continue playing and humming at the same time, like having a good time.
Zulu, I'm going to shatter your drum over your head.
That's what you're saying to me?
Yes.
What? I didn't do it. I didn't set this fire.
I am in chorus with that shattering of the drum. I am going to yell at him. What is wrong with you? Where were you?
Sleep?
Sleeping where?
I don't know. Around the corner, another inch.
You just find the alleys ways to just fall out.
I choose better places to sleep that have better protection from fire. I don't know where you guys are sleeping at.
Sympathy. This is his mother's inn.
Okay, I didn't do it.
Nine hells. All right.
As you're all having this conversation, Emery, as you're dumping water on the building, you can hear in the distance this small argument happen behind the building with some familiar voices. You can tell that Rubik's has joined the group behind the inn.
Oh God. He like pinches the bridge of his nose and like looks over at the group, hands a bucket off to somebody, and then runs over to try to get back over with the group.
You do that, someone kindly reaches out and takes the bucket, says, no, go, do what you gotta do. It's okay, we got this. And you take off running around the side of the building, passing through the thin little alleyway between the inn and the bakery that's next door. As you squeeze through, you find yourself on the other side, emerging into the back alley, which is just another shopping district where everyone also seems to be panicking and trying to put out the fire. Some people are crying, and you see your good old group of friends kind of having an argument with Rubik's at the moment.
Good old is crazy.
I don't interject. I'm watching.
You do that. You're now just lurking from the corner, just watching what happens.
I'm gonna spare Rubik's drum since you gave him one last time.
That's the song "Go Hard" though, right?
Don't die.
All right.
Don't die. It's not worth it. You have much more to live for. I don't want to end you here. I'm gonna proceed to be a little bit more proactive. Did you say I saw a shadow figure run away, or did you just say someone said that?
You did see someone in a cloak running off, just pushing people out of the way. They are very clearly gone at this point, but they did take off running to the east, following the shopping district down.
Fuck.
You guys got insurance?
I'm gonna roll my eyes.
I am definitely signing at this point.
I'm gonna
good insurance guy.
Just gonna point a finger and like you're on thin ice.
Let me know if you need numbers. Let me know.
God, I want to be more proactive. There's with the dude who was like running around saying like he did it, he set the shit on fire. Was just above board pussy. He didn't try to stop him. Is he still around?
That gentleman is still kind of around. You notice he's in the corner, just in front of the bakery. Just behind the bakery. He's still kind of just screaming, looking around like, what's going on? Why didn't no one stop him? And he's just kind of having his own little fit at the moment.
Okay, I'm gonna yank him over and like just be like, did you see like his face? Did you see any like thing like with his clothing?
As you do that, you kind of just pull him in close. He kind of gets a little scared. Whoa, huh? Oh, Zulin. Oh, wait, what? Huh? Wait, say that again?
I'm listening to all this happening.
Did you see his face or anything interesting about his outfit before he left?
I didn't really see much of his face. I did see that he was wearing some raggedy clothes, and he had a sword and what appeared to be a lute, I think. I did see what he did though. He had a little bottle of alcohol, and he had some rag that was inside of it, and he lit it on fire and just kind of threw it at the building, and then took off running. I tried to stop him, but people got in the way thinking that I was just harassing someone.
I'm like clenching my fists because I know that means that's a Molotov.
You do that?
What you be doing at your church where you got Molotovs?
who you worship? What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
All right. So, well, clearly we're not dealing with a mage, so that's like somewhat better. It feels like.
I'm gonna ask the guy. I'm gonna say, like, hey, did you see any distinct marks? Like, what was the made out of? You said a lute, right? Not a flute. Lute.
He kind of looks over a little scared as he's still being held by Zulin. What? Huh? Who is she? Who is this? Is this a friend of yours?
A friend, acquaintance, maybe.
That's my girl Karen.
Mm.
He looks over to Rubik's. Rubik's, shut up. We're busy.
Shut up. That's
And he seems to kind of just ignore Kadu.
At this point, I'm gonna grab the guy's like other shoulder and be like, "Listen, we need some details so we can find him."
As you grab him, you're now both just essentially pinning him up in the air. He seems a little scared. He starts sweating profusely. Wait,
Death grip, I just yanked him over. I was like playing like hold him there and place just like on the side, like hey.
Oh.
I thought I got him by the hair, just hanging up, just hanging.
Yeah, I'm not trying to yoke the guy up. I'm just
I'm
trying
not
to,
trying to scare him.
Hey, tell us.
He did this shit wrong, or did he?
As they're holding on to him, Zulin's grip is kind of loose, so he kind of slips out of that, and he's just being held by the shoulder by you. He turns. He's just like, I don't know you, lady, but wait, say that again one more time. What is your question?
Did you see anything distinctive about him so that we can find him?
He kind of looks up in the air, just like very lost in thought. He's kind of panicking at the moment. Seems like his head's just in a rush. It's all hazy right now, and I'm kind of, I think I saw an emblem on his shoulder. What did it look like? It had a cross with what looked like I couldn't make it out very well, but I think a circle on the top side of it, I believe. That's about all I can remember.
I'm gonna pull out my notebook and quickly scribble something down and show it to him. I'm gonna say like this.
He takes a look at the notebook, kind of squinting his eyes. Your art could use a little work, but yeah, that's about it.
That's your trash.
I'm rolling my eyes at this, and can I roll to see if I have anything in my book that matches the symbol?
Are you using the book that I think you're using? Hold on.
Yes.
I gotta pull that up for a moment because I gotta remember its ability.
Because it seems religious, but maybe not.
It doesn't appear to match any sort of religion that you know. As you're scribbling through, your book is trying to see if you can pull up any other knowledge. If you'd like, you can roll to see what else you can find in there.
Can I roll what I roll?
Let's go ahead and roll history.
Let's four, baby. Let's go. 14.
Oh, we're doing good. The 13s and 14s today, huh?
You get a 14? Okay.
Never
From what you find in there, you don't have a whole lot of data on this exact emblem, but you do notice that it has something to do with politics. It's not a religious symbol. It is rather the symbol of, you believe, a minister of some sort. You can't exactly remember which kingdom, though.
So the Maganati.
The whom?
I am going to roll my eyes. I'm going to quickly show it to Zulu. And I said, I don't know much, but I think it has something to do with politics. Maybe some kind of advocacy group or kingdom. I don't know. We should ask around.
You said he was in rags. Did he have similar rags to the group that attacked, that were like controlling the inn for a bit?
He kind of stops for a second and then has like a look of shock in his face. Wait, I think you're right. Yeah, he actually looked a lot like them. I vaguely remember them having a very similar symbol on their arm. Every single time I saw them, their clothing always had something right along where the elbow was, just barely out of sight for most people, but it looked very similar.
Similar to the symbol?
Yeah, that symbol.
Maybe tattoo or brand?
He kind of shrugs. Ah.
Well, we're at square one again with fucking interrogating him since, I'm just going to point over at the building that's probably collapsed at this point.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at Zulin and then maybe look at the townspeople and say, "You think any of these other people know anything? We can find this guy. Like we have to find this guy."
Everyone in town starts kind of looking at each other, just kind of whispering and talking. Hey, do you know anything? No, I don't know what. What are they talking about? I don't know. And as this is happening,
Oh, go ahead, my bad.
oh, sorry. As this is happening, one small individual, a young lady, appears to step up. She just looks no older than 10, just a sweet little girl, and she kind of says, "Miss, I think I might know something."
I'm gonna kneel down and like look at her very sweetly and be like, "Oh, thank you so much. Like, what do you know? Do you know the symbol or maybe the mean guys that burned down the tavern?"
I don't really know what that stuff is, but I do know that the men in the tavern have been quite mean, and they constantly threaten me because I saw them talking to a man down an alleyway once, and ever since they've been very mean to me and my mom.
Who's your mom?
Her name is, and she kind of just looks lost in thought. Clearly, she only calls her mom mother. Mary?
Where can you introduce us to her?
I can't. She's out of town right now. I've been staying with her friend. His name is Starn. He runs the inn.
Darn.
Hey, above
Maybe
the
we
board, when
can-
you said I think you say Steve, and I was gonna lose my shit.
Hey, Steve.
Finally, Steve.
Hey, yo, Steve.
I'm going to like gently like pat her on the hand and say thank you. Maybe we can talk to Star and find out where your mom went, or maybe what the guys are after.
She kind of perks up hearing this. Clearly, this child has not had very much luck in her life and has been through quite a lot as of late. Yeah, no, come on. I can show you him. The inn is just down the street. And she kind of gestures.
And said, "You want to go like follow this girl? This is like the only lead we have."
I'm gonna like move you just a little bit closer, or like to whisper and be like, I think we should be really selective on who we trust. Not trust, but who we follow, because it seems that ever since we've got here, we've had nothing but problems with these same group of people, and I think they're heavily watching us at this point. And the last thing I need is to be putting another set of people in, danger, because all four of us in the group are following them around.
Casualties of war, man.
Okay.
If we're going to, I think we should be more tactful about it.
Okay. Well, how about this? I'm gonna kind of like lean over so that the little girl can't hear me. Maybe talk to him separately, but say, how about this? Like maybe we can just ask her to give us the address so that way we can help put out the fire, and then that way we can, quietly go over there,
Yeah.
and so no one will notice us.
Oh my god, I have an idea.
Rubik, if it's not
you don't have very many good ideas, so I'm willing to listen.
Hear me out.
Rubik,
Hear me out.
if it's not related to solving this problem, I swear.
Let him cook.
Well,
I
he tried
will.
to cook it. My tavern is burned.
Above the board, let him cook.
So, look, you saying if it's not related, I shouldn't share it?
No, I want to hear it. I'm just in Candace.
I just found out a new technique. If I hold this at an 87-degree angle, I can hit it 6 times more fast. Listen to this. Listen to the technique.
Hey, can I roll to pick this nigga up?
Imagine the morale.
Can I? I want to chuck him against like a wall or something. Not really, but yeah.
About the board, do you want to do that? Wait, I'm confused.
No, I don't. I'm thinking about it.
I am also thinking about it.
It's the morale. I'm here for the morale.
My home is burned.
Do you hear that, kid?
Technically, it was your mama's home.
To ignore
And
Rubik's
she's no longer
point.
with us.
All right, now you
So-
see.
Now you're
now
pushing
character.
All
I'm
right.
punching him in the gut.
All right.
We're doing this.
I guess roll for it. Roll to hit.
All right.
What do I? Unarmed. Hold on, let me find my actions. Just so bad, Jesus. Hey, don't block with your fucking drum again, you motherfucker. Don't do it. I got a 13.
You go to punch him, and you happen to just wheel your arm right over his drum as he's beating it and deck him right in the chest, knocking him back a little bit.
I couldn't dodge that.
No.
Not in that
I
roll.
can't roll the dex to dodge.
No, it's your armor class.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, that above board. Ultimately, if you're gonna end up like dodging or something, that's gonna depend on if you succeed the armor class or not. So if he rolled lower than your armor class, then you can have some fantastic dodge that happens.
It's only a
13,
so it just barely. I'm rolling for damage. Yo, you took 3 bludgeoning.
Oh,
So you're already off on a bad start.
I'll do the
I mean,
damage.
would I take 3 damage points?
3 damage points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, you're down to 26.
You're gonna hold your tongue about my mother's inn, all right?
Well, I didn't say anything about the inn. I was talking
This
about
is
your mom.
this is not a ship situation anymore.
I'm gonna
You're pushing it.
let him handle Rubik's.
What am
I'm
I
gonna look
pushing?
back
I'm-
down to the girl and ask her for
Look,
the
if
address
I
of
say
the
something that's
inn.
not true, I deserve to get hit.
As they're conversing, the little girl kind of looks up to you, a little confused and a little concerned at the situation that is unfolded in front of her. Yeah, it's down here. If you want to follow me. She seems a little scared at this point.
I'm going to try to reassure her and say, don't worry about those guys. They get into spats all the time. It's just friendly. But we want to come later because we want to help put out this fire here for the tavern before it spreads to anybody else's homes.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. I'll go let my my friend know. I think he's currently just running the tavern section at the moment, so he might be dealing with some drunk older men. But I'm gonna go tell him, and if you want to meet us there, we're gonna be down at the end of the alley on the right. It's really hard to miss. It's called the Drunken Clar. She says, quite unsure of her words.
Drunken Clark?
Above board, Drunken Kalar.
Kalar.
This fucking drum beat.
Can I cast vicious?
How do you spell
Mockery?
it? Kid.
We're doing this again.
Oh. This man is
Who are you casting it on? What are you doing?
Not even in
I'm casting
battle.
on Zulin.
You might have to make.
Nah,
a
just hear me
character,
out.
lady. You might have to make.
We're
Hear
not
me
even
out.
in battle.
Can I cast vicious mockery? Sick of this bullshit.
You sick of it?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, you make
Okay.
a new character, buddy.
So suddenly Rubik's just starts well, you do recall that Vicious Mockery takes a minute to cast, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're just sitting there going right in front of Zulin.
Yeah, I can hear you, motherfucker. Like,
That's fine.
how close am I to him? Within another 5 feet?
You're within 5 feet.
Can I just? See, I don't even want to do damage. Can I slap him in his mouth?
Which is crazy is like, how y'all like attacking this nigga? And he ain't did nothing to y'all.
Because you keep.
Above board, you are sitting there clearly casting a spell. Like you're humming. Like, they don't know what you're casting. They just know you're going humming. For all they know, you could just be about to just murder them. So.
Doing a crazy frog shit. This beat is killing me. He's literally hitting the drums while doing this shit.
Yeah, he's going humming as he's hitting the drum hard as hell. As he's hitting this drum though and attempting to cast a spell, suddenly Zulin walks forward and just slaps him clean across the face, just interrupting his spell, cutting him halfway through. Your spell has been reset, by the way.
Do you really want to do this?
You know what's crazy is that I've been with you guys, and all you do is kill, and kill. You're upset about one person's death. You took in hundreds, maybe, well, not hundreds,
100.
20 people away from their families, and you care less. And then you're mad at me because I say things that are accurate. Your mom
You
isn't here.
participated
The
in the
inn is
murder.
I participated. Look, I didn't kill these people because of your mom. I killed these people because of the drum.
At this point,
Half the end is in rubble because you fucking caused the tremor.
Okay, but I also got the drum. You have a dude tied up in there. You had somebody getting eaten by a cloud. And you're mad at me?
We had a man tied up in there.
Well, you're mad at me, and you guys are literally killing people. I messed up a little bit of ground.
Guys,
What?
allegedly, we had someone tied up.
As you say this, you all notice that the inn is fully engulfed in flames. It is burned to pieces. The stories are collapsing.
Where are the guards?
The guards are nowhere in sight.
Allegedly.
Look, I didn't do this to your inn. I didn't do this to your mom. I'm just here hanging out, getting punched in the face, slapped, punched in the stomach, almost killed on a boat. I don't understand.
Can you hit them in a way that's more helpful to this situation?
If you would just listen to the technique, the 87 degree, you guys ignore all of that.
I hear it and I want to rip my ears off.
Well, I mean, rip the guy's ears off that did this to your mom's in. So look, I don't get it.
That's on the list.
So yeah, why this on the list? Why are you punching the almost 305-year-old bard for saying things that are true?
Okay, I'm annoyed at this point because I just want to try to get to the guys that did this to the end. So I'm going to shoot the little girl off, and I'm going to go over to Rubik's, and I'm literally going to snap his drumsticks out of his hands to stop him from drumming, and I'm going to look at him.
It's his hands.
As you do that, the drumsticks just go flying through the air, smacking against the wall, just tumbling to the ground. His drum kind of knocked halfway out of his arms. He's just kind of clutching it in one arm at this point.
Now listen to me, you 300-year-old fool. I don't care about anything you
304.
have to say about what you're doing, who we've killed, or why we've killed them. We've killed them for a good reason. They've attacked innocent people, and they've hurt this man, and his mother is gone, and the inn is fucking burning as we speak. So shut up so that we can continue to figure out who fucking did this, or we will kill this drum right where we stand.
So you,
As you say that, suddenly,
feelings are hurt, and you think you can just kill people? You're the judge, jury, and executioner. Who's really your hero here?
as you're saying this, everyone in the area just suddenly starts kind of snickering. Some people go gasp. Whoa! What? They killed them? What the fuck? Why did they do that? They didn't have to kill them. And then some people are like, yeah, get them bitches. Everyone seems divided in the area on what's happening.
Look, you talk too much. I was keeping my mouth closed.
I'm taking the drum, I pick it up, and I'm throwing it as far as I can.
It's in my hand still.
You're gonna
From his hands.
you're gonna have to roll for that.
That's fine.
All
What am I
right.
rolling?
Just make a standard roll with strength.
Right.
You have 0 strength, buddy.
Oh wait, did I do that wrong?
18. No, you did that right. You suddenly rip the drum from his hands. It just comes out clean as crisp can be, and you throw it against the wall.
Now you got to pay for that.
Now, Zulin, what we're handling now. How do you think we should proceed? Because I really want to find these guys.
I would say we should split up. I think you are doing much better in communicating with the girl than we are at this point. It's sullied.
I'm slowly reaching
So,
for the second drum that I stole.
I'm going to commit crimes against your whole ancestry line.
You notice that Rubik has pulled out a second drum.
Anyways. I want to say above board. The fucking, I don't know if anyone else heard it, but when you spent like the little drum beat, like the smallest, that shit
going in, right? That's going in,
That
right?
shit took me out. I was like, it's so fake. But yeah, anyways, I think you should handle that. We should make ourselves useful somewhere else. We are already not looking the greatest. I'll put up with this shit if you deal with that.
All right, I'm fine with that. Let's split up, and I'll go figure out what this girl and her guardian knows.
In fact, I think you should take Embry just to have someone.
Oh, I was going to say Rubik's. Damn.
Okay.
No, I said I'd deal with you. That's the agreement. We're gonna
All
split
right,
up.
Emery, let's
2
go
for
figure
2.
out what's going on with this.
Ezekiel, watch her. She got an attitude problem.
Emery's gonna roll his eyes and just give a little salute.
You do that. Yeah. Let me pull it up. Okay, so we have.
The workshop. I gotta fix this drum.
In the morning, the shops are closed. Remix.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll do
Okay.
it tomorrow.
As Zulin and Rubik's are left behind, just kind of arguing about this nonsense, Emery and Kaudu, you suddenly make your way down the street. Everyone seems to be just kind of chitter-chattering. Hey, did you hear about that? As you walk past, everyone's just kind of glancing over at you, kind of covering their mouths, just having conversation, looking away, kind of looking up, acting like they didn't notice anything happen, as everyone else is still trying to assist in the fire situation. Still, there are no guards in sight as you walk through the crowds of people, making your way down to the end of the alley. And on your right, you see a very, very nice tavern in front of you. It has stone walls to it, much nicer than any other taverns that you've seen so far that seem to be wood-based. The stones seem a little bit tarnished over time, as if they have a lot of wear and tear on them, but they seem still well-maintained for what they are. And there's a very nice, fancy door to the tavern.
I'm gonna look over at Emery and say, I think this might be it. Are you familiar with this place?
Emery, you do recall that this is the Drunken Collar, a tavern and inn that is also quite famous. Not quite as famous as Zulin's Mother's Inn, but that's also because Zulin's mother is the one that really made that inn what it was. This place is well known for how fancy it is. It's not the most fancy place you've ever seen, but it does have well-built walls, nice furniture, and fancy drinks.
Okay.
Y'all can still hear the fucking drums.
Oh wait, I forgot to turn that off. That's my bad.
It's kind of like he just followed him
Hey,
anyway.
Lena,
There's no drum.
I want to say that Lena that I love you because this VOD shit worked. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, he got sick.
So Emery kind of looks over at the place to kind of process what he remembers, and then looks over at her. Yeah, it's kind of like the second choice of most people. It's a little. It tries too hard to be fancy. It's got some stuff that's kind of nice, but it's not my favorite.
Okay. Well, I mean, a tavern's a tavern, bar's a bar. Let's just go in and try to figure out what's going on with these guys in this weird symbol.
All right.
Okay.
You both make your way to the front, just kind of walking past some people. There's some people that are in raggedy clothes out front, but then as you get onto the steps leading to the door, there's some people in nicer clothing that kind of hold their chins up a little bit. They seem a little higher and mightier than thou as they glance around, and they kind of notice you walking up, and one of them just kind of scoffs as he sips on some tea, just turning away from you. You slowly go to open the door and step inside. It's quite of a massive metal door, overly fancy for what you would think is a standard tavern. It might make more sense if it was just an inn, but tavern not so much. It creaks as you open the door and kind of push it out of the way. Somehow, this door is heavy. It doesn't appear that the actual patrons themselves tend to open this door, and everyone kind of just looks at you just in almost disgust as the people in the street just kind of turn and look in surprise, like, oh my god, she actually did that. What the fuck? She did that. As you step inside, you see it is a very well-lit place. Fancy chandeliers hanging from the ceiling, just a few of them. It's a massive room. You can't quite tell how large, but it can hold a lot of people. You see there's roughly 20 different patrons just chilling down at some tables, some of them just standard, gruff workermen. There's some ladies that are also sitting with them that appear to all do brick and mortar work. There's some fancy individuals on the other side, just kind of in their own little section with a little fence between them and everyone else, clearly designated as its own section for people of a certain status. You notice that there's a barkeep serving some people at a fancy counter in the back, and you can just hear some crackling fire from the back side of the room.
I'm gonna look around and see if I can see the little girl anywhere.
You look around, and between all the gruff and tough faces, you do see a gentle, familiar face, one that you met moments ago, just in the back, kind of around the side of the counter where the barkeep is, and she's just kind of looking around. She doesn't quite notice you yet, though.
I'm gonna look over at Emery and say, I think I see the little girl. Did you want to go over and talk to her, or did you want to kind of look around and figure out some things on your own?
I want to take a quick look around, and I want to see if there's anything that catches my eye.
As you look around, you notice some fancy, wealthy individuals in the corner. One of them has taken note of you and is kind of scoffing and snickering to the people at his table. There's a bunch of normal individuals wearing raggedy clothes. There's some obvious workers that are wearing some decent clothes, some of them well worn, but still nice nonetheless. One of them is also in his Sunday's finest. And you notice one individual in the corner who appears to have a nice outfit on, has a couple earrings and 2 bands on his left arm, currently right around his wrist. And he appears to have an assistant next to him as he's just sipping and talking to a bunch of workers in the corner.
Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Do you say right wrist?
Left wrist.
Left wrist. Okay. Alrighty, good to know. Alright. I'm going to okay. I think I'm gonna take a look around. If you want to handle talking to her, you seem to be better with the whole kids thing. I'm not really great with kids, so if you want to get information from her, I'm gonna try to do what I do best, and I'll do a little snooping on my own.
I'm gonna nod and be like, I will. I'll look for you in the next hour or so.
All right. As you both step into the tavern and start to head to your different sections, you gently close the door behind you, and some people take notice that you're closing the door yourself. The wealthy people on the right side in that little barred off section appear to just snicker and go, "Ugh, get out!" as they yell over to you, and you notice that the workers kind of take note on the left side of the room, and they just kind of cheer, "Yeah, let's go! Come on over here, join us. Have some drinks. Have some drinks. Yes, join." It appears that everything you do in this tavern will definitely be judged.
I'm going to walk over to where the little girl is and try to kind of like wave at her to get her attention.
As you walk over, she's kind of just glancing around, a little bit nervous, and then suddenly she notices you, and her face kind of lights up a little bit with surprise, and she calls you over. Miss, come here, come on. You do suddenly hear music starts to kick in, as it would appear that the band is now playing in the tavern.
I'm gonna smile at her and wave and walk over. Hey, by the way, I didn't get your name.
Oh, my name is Malir.
Linear, is that what you said?
Malir.
Malir. Well, very
Can I get a
nice to
spell check
meet
on that?
you. Yeah.
Wait, say that again?
Can I get a spell check on that
Spell check.
one board?
Malir is Malier.
Well, Miss Malir, it's very lovely to meet you. My name is Kadu. And can you introduce me to your guardian?
Yeah, so this is Starn, and she kind of gestures to her right, holding her arm up to him. Starn! And he kind of looks around, looking at you and goes, "Oh, yes, what's up, Malir?" what can I do for you? And he notices that you're standing there. Oh, hi. Fine, madam. How can I help?
I'm gonna above board. Do they be shaking or curtsying? How do they greet each other respectfully?
It is a fancy bar.
It's just funny.
So we're gonna play it in character. You and your character have no clue.
Okay, all right.
Do both.
Going back to the Lord.
Throw it back to the Lord is crazy. I'm going to do a little curtsy. I probably look awkward in my armor, curtsying, and reach out to shake his hand. I'm gonna say, "Hi, my name's Kadu.
You do that, and as you reach out to shake his hand, he kind of takes your hand and shakes it. Ah, nice to meet you, Kadu. I don't think I've ever seen someone of your status curtsying here before. Bit of a culture shock, one could say." And the little girl just kind of snickers a little bit.
I'm gonna look a little embarrassed on that one and be like, "Oh, well, just trying to show my respect. I came by because we recently had an incident over at the above board. What's the name of the inn again?
Oh, I don't know if I ever gave you guys that name.
You said it. Hold on. It's in the. You definitely told me. I think
Oh well,
private chat or. Okay, there's a lot of nonsense in this chat.
Yeah.
Scroll up.
there's always nonsense in that chat.
It's like so. I just like the first thing I was like, "You call me a twink, and I'll cry." I was like,
Oh,
I can give you all the name though. The name of the tavern inn that Zulin's mother owned was the Broken Star.
yeah, that's what it was.
that's what it was. Okay. So there was an incident over today at the Broken Star, and we're just trying to figure out if anyone might happen to know who we've seen nearby that may have caused the incident. I'm gonna try to like choose my words very carefully, as not to like alarm anyone.
He looks as if he's interpreting this conversation as you're talking.
Okay. Interpreting.
Like he's kind of glancing up, just nodding. Yeah, just kind of like, oh, I understand, as they're talking.
Okay. Above board. What pronounce the lady's name again? The little girl's name again?
Malir.
Lear.
Lear.
Okay.
Yes.
Actually, she is, okay. And Miss Malir here, she gave me some information about a suspect we saw running off. He happened to be wearing some raggedy clothes, and they were maybe potentially part of the, those ruffians that were taking over the bar.
He kind of just looks a little shocked, like, whoa. He leans back and then just kind of sets his arm down on the table, the counter right in front of you, and just, well, you talk a lot, I will say, especially for someone who hasn't bought a drink, but it sounds like you might have been friends with Zulin's mother, so I think I can't really judge for that, as Zulin definitely got up to some antics around here and helped me out quite a bit when he was younger, so I kind of owe the lad, so I guess I can share some information. You said that someone appears to have burned the inn down. Am I understanding that right?
Yes, it's actually, burned to rubble now, and we're also trying to figure out where his mother is, but, one thing at a time. It seems that someone may have thrown some type of fire starting bottle.
I thought you were saying fire bomb.
at the inn. We were all sleeping, and we woke to smoke and fire, and it's just a mess over there.
As you say that, he kind of nods. Oh, I see. And he gently just pulls a little glass closer and just kind of taps it in front of you. Anyways, let me see if I can recall some information. And he starts kind of just scratching his head in silence for a moment.
I'm gonna look around. Are there other bartenders
I love it.
at the bar?
No. It appears that he is the only worker here at the moment, besides the barmaids.
The barmaids. So the barmaids can take my drink order, right? They can give me a drink.
They appear to all be busy currently. It seems like they're on someone's tab. A couple of them are with the wealthy individuals sitting down at their table, just enjoying some drinks with them. You can kind of tell that they don't really want to be there, but they kind of have to be. There's some people that are helping out the workers, and the more standard working individuals that are with their barmaids. The barmaids over there seem to have a great time and well enjoying the conversations that are being had.
Okay. I'm a little leery about taking a drink from this guy, but I will. I'll take a small glass of maybe some mead.
As you say that, he suddenly pricks up. Oh, that I do remember some things, and sure, right away I'll get you your drink. Hold on a moment. And he goes over and he grabs his drink. He just pours it. Here we go. Enjoy some of the finest mead. That'll be, let me think, 15 copper pieces.
15 copper pieces.
Inflation.
What?
That's the screaming inflation.
Oh. Like, please, I was like, what did you say?
15.
Above board is not bothering me, but I just think it's funny. Is that your cat or is that just
Hold on.
ambience?
Hold on. 15.
Oh, wait, do you hear a cat?
I was like, meow, meow. I was like,
That might be my cat in the background, but she's outside of the room. I don't know how you could hear her.
That's hilarious.
Wait, all I got is.
Once you said something, bro, I can hear it. I swear to
Yeah,
God.
like, begging for
Hold on.
attention and shit.
Is it in this? Hold on.
All I've got is
That's-
gold. I got 21.
she hold on.
100 gold to a copper, right?
Above the board, one moment. I gotta handle this cat.
I think it's 10 copper to a gold.
10 copper to a silver piece, I think.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I said copper.
Because I'm looking, because I have gold, which is at the top, it looks like. So I figure if it's 10, 10, 10. So it's
You gonna get some
one
change.
gold piece is 100 copper.
I was right.
I never liked doing the math, honestly, so I would always just be like,
Nigga, it's a penny to a
gold.
dollar.
No, fuck
Okay.
That's what it is.
Fuck
No,
that.
fuck that.
That's
Because
crazy.
what always ends up happening is that my DM will always have like a fucking, all right, let me give you change, and then they're struggling to figure out the change. I'm like, bro, it's not your fault, but let's just make it all gold. How about that? Everything just universally.
I have
Inflation.
All right. Well, Buster's in the bathroom. I'm gonna go run to the ladies' room as well. I'll be right back.
The cat is hilarious.
I swear, I ignored the fuck out of it. You said something. I was definitely hearing you.
like it wasn't bothering me for sure, but it was like I thought it was funny. I was like, I don't know if it's ambience noise, that's part of the track that she's playing, or if the cat's just like, let me in. I think it's funny the difference between cats and dogs. The dogs just sit at the door and wait.
Oh, dogs will
Absolutely.
cry and scratch the dog. Dogs will scratch the door if they really mad.
If they're really mad, but most dogs I've had, they're just like, all right, well, I'll just wait out here. They'll be against the door.
Look, I know you're in here, so I'm gonna be right here.
The cat's
Whenever
like,
you
nah, nigga,
move.
let me in now. Like, I'm like, Apollo, I'm taking a shit. And my favorite combo with cats when they go, meow, and then scratch the door, and then keep doing that in verbatim. And so it's like,
Bro. Sometimes I forget that my boyfriend even has a fucking cat until like we're like, trying to enjoy some alone time, and then we hear wow. Wow.
All right, my bad.
My cat knows how to open up the doors and shit. Like he knows that he has to twist it to open it. Like if it's closed and he can't get into it, like if it's locked, like he'll try and reach his hand underneath the door. Like I don't know why. Like you have tiny hands anyways, but it's like
Bro, my cat does that too.
You can fucking like try to open the door. Like you can't get in that way, fool.
They always try to pull it towards them too. Like, no, bro.
Yeah, like what are you doing? Like you're smart and dumb at the same time. And I don't know how you survived this long in evolution.
Because think about it, right? They understand how to open the door, but they also don't get it at the same time. So it's a 50-50 chance if they live or die. They might get it right. They might get it wrong.
Just gotta hope.
All right, I do apologize for that. She was vying for attention.
You're fine. It wasn't bothering me, but it was just funny because I was like, thought it was the ambience for a bit, so I was like, oh, it's just a cat in the tavern, cool. And I was like, it just sounds like it might be her cat.
It was my cat. I didn't even hear her because, like, I can't hear anything with these headphones on, so she was probably mad as fuck. She's like, this bitch is ignoring me, and I hear her laughing in there. All right. As we're doing that, since I'm gonna have to do a intro back into it.
Go to the bathroom for a moment.
Yeah, I was gonna say since we were doing that, I was gonna cut over to you and Rubik's. Do you want to wait for her to get back for us to do that, or do you want to continue with you guys?
We can wait a bit. We can wait a bit. I don't want to destroy the flow of what they're doing right now.
Understandable.
I'm digging this jam right now.
Oh, the tavern music?
8 hours into my stream, and I still can't fucking find where I found this shit.
I thought you found it already. I thought you said
No, I know it's gonna work though. That's the whole thing I'm happy about.
Oh,
It's
you're
a
not
wrap,
fast
bro.
forwarding, right?
Yeah, I'm a two times speed.
Okay, because I was like, I know some people fast forward a little bit, so like, see, that's how you miss it. Like the one
The thing is, like, I'm
frame when you
waiting-
grabbed it.
I know I turned it in that, so I'm always going to the part where I was at that guy, that certain vendor. I'm like, did I turn it here? Did I turn it here? Did I turn it here?
Doing.
Okay. I'm also now bleeding because I went to go pick her up and she wound up scratching me. Bleh. What a little shit.
Yeah. I knew you were gonna pay for that. You make me wait.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. Yippee! Wait. Do we have that in this Discord?
If I have it set to, you can just use any soundboard.
Oh, I don't have Nitro, so rip me. Anyways.
I don't know if we know each other like that.
Bruh, stop hitting me with that.
No Discord kids in here.
I can't
Alright,
use
Cooney's
any
banned? No, I'm kidding.
soundboards.
Yeah, me neither.
Because I haven't boosted my server.
Damn. Broke.
Me
No, I'm
in
just kidding.
Detroit.
All right. Anyways, are we ready to get back into it?
Yeah.
Okay. He pours you the drink and he's just like, yeah, I do remember. Here is a glass of the finest mead. 15 copper, please.
15. All right. I'm gonna slide him a gold piece and ask for some change. What's my change gonna be? Not saying that out loud. That's above board.
Can I?
Wait, that's above board?
Yeah.
I like.
I'll answer that.
He gave him 100 in gold.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer it, but in character. He kind of looks a little shocked and he kind of just quickly grabs the coin and pockets it. Thank you. Anyways, so let me see. I do know that there's some conspicuous things that have been happening in town. You see, I'm sure that you were well aware that there was some ruffians that had taken over the Broken Star. Am I correct?
Yes. And before we continue, do you happen to have my change when you get a chance?
He kind of just perks up a little bit. Change. I seem to be forgetting the information I had. My memory's a little hazy. And he kind of puts his hand on his
You know
face.
what? Just continue. We'll talk about it later.
He removes his hand, smiling a little bit. No worries. So anyways, so those ruffians, I heard that they had been recently killed. I'm assuming that was your guys' handiwork, and I will be honest, they were a bit of a problem. Not really for me, given the status of my business here, but they were definitely a problem for the people with lower inns and taverns in town. I will say that something was a little off with them. They didn't seem like your standard run-of-the-mill bandits. It seemed like they had a connection to some people in high places, if you catch my drift. And he kind of leans in a little closer, just kind of gesturing you to lean in.
kind of waiting for his answer.
Oh, did you lean in? Oh, so you're just standing there. Okay.
Yeah.
She bats.
He continues to gesture, and he's just like, come a little closer.
I'm gonna lean in.
As he lean in, he gently kind of just puts a glass to the right so that anyone that was to the right side of you can't really hear you that well. And he's just like, all right, so from what I hear, and granted, this is only from run-of-the-mill conversations, but they did seem to sport the insignia of one of the ministers in this kingdom here. So I will say that I'm assuming that on your way over from the inn burning down, you didn't see any guards, did you?
Well, that's true. We actually didn't see any.
Ah, and doesn't that seem a little suspicious?
Yeah, it's actually quite odd. We were looking for some kind of help.
Yeah, well, you weren't gonna find that here. Given the nature of the situation, you see, it's the guards are normally quite nice and helpful, but these last few years, they've been quite selective, one could say, as to when they show up, and I have my suspicions, but I think it has something to do with the government. I think there is an unsavory individual gaining power at the moment.
They're putting chemicals in the water to make the frogs gay.
I was thinking it too.
Oh my god. Stop it. I'm trying to-
As you're talking, as you're listening to him talk, he taps the empty glass that he pulled over gently.
So, these political parties, any names come to mind?
I'm not too sure. And he taps the glass again.
You already paid for like 8 drinks.
You pay for information.
That's crazy.
Damn it. Yeah, you
Later.
know what? That's fine. Give him a piece of gold, and when he goes to grab it, I'm gonna like hold it and say, and this time I would like a little bit more than just a tidbit.
As you put the gold on the table, he reaches up to grab it and notices that you kind of catch on to it and snag it. And as you say that, he kind of opens his eyes. Oh, I see. I mean, no worries, lass. This is quite a fine establishment. I will definitely give you some details, all the details that I might have in this moment. And he gently starts to tug on it some more, gesturing for you to let go.
I'll let it go, but I'll, just eyeball him to make sure he knows what I'm talking about.
He smiles as he goes to pocket the gold, and all of a sudden you hear a little chirp from the corner. Starn, why do you keep taking her money? And he kind of just looks over. Shut the fuck up.
I'm going to say, well, actually, because I've ordered quite a few drinks. How much does that piece of gold get me again?
As you say this, people that are at the bar counter kind of look over. Huh? What? What's going on? Huh? Starn? And he kind of looks over. Oh, nothing. This lady just ordered quite a few drinks is all. And he seems a little bit annoyed as he looks at you. Am I right?
A few drinks. I would like all of them.
Yes, of course. And he pulls out a few glasses and pours several different drinks. A couple meads, some more finer things like some wine is poured. And a very dark liquid is also poured. One that you don't quite recognize, one that you may not have had before, but it does run a nice dark brown. Here be your drinks. And he kind of slides them over to you.
I'm gonna look around to see kind of who's near and maybe offer. I'm gonna take the dark liquid for myself and offer up the drinks to other people while I gesture him to go on and continue to tell me who are these people?
As you do that and offer up the drinks, people in the area are like, ah, yes, aye, lass, thank you very much. One gentleman reaches over and grabs the glass of wine. Another gentleman comes up and says like, ah, thank you so very much. I very much appreciate this kind of gift from you. And he grabs another glass of wine, and another gentleman reaches over and yanks the bead, and he's like, Ah, thank you. And he grabs the meat and just kind of stumbles away. The gentleman behind the counter just kind of looks at you and just rolls his eyes. All right, fine. Anyways, so, and he leans in close again. From what I hear, it seems to be that the head of government may be a little conspicuous, but I'm not too sure on that. That's only rumors. But what I do know for sure is that the minister of this town here is definitely doing something wrong. I saw him conversing with the guards when they were called to assist with an incident that happened recently. There was a man that was being mugged, and it was the same ruffians from the inn. For some reason, the minister told those guards to ignore the incident and that they had to be stationed elsewhere. They protested a little bit, but ultimately he did threaten them with the loss of their life if they didn't comply. So, unfortunately, the individual that was being mugged was not only robbed, but he was killed as well, and no one did anything. I found that his body was dumped under the river.
Visibly
Damn, brother, not
angry.
in?
Yeah, I'm, I'm getting visibly like angry at the sound of this minister. And so, any names come to mind?
Names. Let me think. And he once again taps a glass. And he also says, because he reaches forward a little bit, puts his hand on the table, but this time, no noise.
Uh, hmm. I'm gonna look around and kind of see who all is nearby. Are there any more? Damn. How far is Emery from me?
Emery is currently across the room, kind of just walking around, seeing what's happening with the people in the more standard side, which we're going to cut over to Emery for a moment. Emery, you currently find yourself in between a large group of individuals. There's some workers that are gesturing for you to sit down. Aye, lad, come sit. There's some fine ladies that are like, hey, come sit with us. And then you have the group that I mentioned before. There's in the corners, kind of conversing with the well-dressed gentleman.
Hmm. As Emery passes the two tables, he kind of makes small talk, and towards the workers, he kind of like acts real friendly, like, yeah, maybe in a little bit. Let me get a couple drinks and actually get the night going, and I'll come back over. And um, he doesn't really wait for a response. He just keeps walking. He never really stops to hear their response. And
As they do that, one of them just kind of gestures, aye, as you walk away.
okay. And he just kind of, as he goes past the table with the ladies, he kind of gives double finger guns and then keeps walking.
They kind of roll their eyes and get back to what they're doing.
And I go towards the third table that you mentioned, and I don't directly approach the table, but I kind of, as I'm walking by, I kind of take both my hands and kind of brush the hair from my face.
You do that. Everyone at the table is still entranced in a conversation, but the fine dressed gentleman who seems to be kind of head in everything that happens at this table kind of glances over and notices you, just kind of looking up at you as you walk by.
And you said this is was this gentleman the one that was wearing the
Fine clothes. He has a nice robe on, and he also has 2 bands on his left wrist. He has some nice earrings on, both his right and left side. That's about all you can notice on him.
Mm-hmm. Very important how I handle the situation because I don't I I because do I want to interrupt them?
It's entirely up to you. It appears like they're just having a conversation over some drinks. You can't really make out too much of what they're saying, but it sounds like it's not super serious, just casual conversation to the standard ear.
Mm. Okay.
As you're standing there thinking, the gentleman that is well addressed kind of takes note and gives you a little squint. He kind of just shrugs his shoulders and adjusts himself, sitting up in his chair. He kind of rolls up his sleeves a little bit. Now you notice that he also has some other nice jewelry on his left arm, just nice bands all over of different decals, some emblems. You notice he has a nice sigil on his chest that appears to represent a nice house. And on his right wrist, you also see two very nice gold bands that are wrapped around, intertwined between a band of thorns.
Mm. Mm. I don't know why, but in my head, I think he's hot, and it makes me nervous.
From what you can tell, he does look very nice.
Oh no, he's high.
He gently brushes some of his longer hair behind his ear, and you notice that he is a high elf as well. Has fair skin, some strong eyes, and he's just kind of gazing at you at this point. Oh, fuck, man, I can't do this shit.
I want to go home.
Bitch, you are hope. I'm just kidding.
Is there like a empty table nearby?
There's not an empty table, but there's an empty seat at this table. It is to the right of the gentleman, your left, his right, and it's on the side where no one else seems to be sitting. Everyone currently is on opposite sides of the table.
Oh, I'm gonna sit down.
Oh my god, you already go like good. You're fucking like.
You do that, and the gentleman just kind of glances over. He looks you up and down, kind of eyeing you. His gaze just wandering, and he takes note of your image, what you're wearing, and everything, and kind of just smiles a little slyly as he puts his hands on the table. Ah, haven't seen you in ages. How you been?
I'm doing well.
This guy.
Boy, am I glad to see you. You know, it's been quite a while. Yeah.
Yes, it has. You see, a lot has been going on in town. I've been kind of on my own these days, and you know how it be.
You know how it be. That's crazy. Yeah, of course. It, always staying busy. It seems like every day something new is going on. Um, let's see. Okay, let me think. Let me use my brain.
Your brain neat. If I meet, I might.
How's your Oh, was your I think it was your sister you talked about the last time we spoke.
Oh, my sis, and his voice kind of shifts a little. You see, my sis, she isn't doing too well these days. Unfortunately, caught a pretty serious disease. She's alive, mind you, but she's kind of bedridden as of late.
I see. Ah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
I mean, no worries, man. It's it's not a big deal, honestly. It's just important that we keep an eye on her. Things have been kind of rough as of late, so we got to be careful. It's a lot to look after health wise. I'm sure you understand.
Of course.
So, anyways,
things are
what?
always-
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Continue.
it's okay. I was just saying that things are always a little nerve-wracking when you have to deal with you know things of that nature.
Uh, you quite understand. I can see. So, anyways, what brings you to town? And he gently pulls out a deck of cards and places them on the table, just kind of gently holding them in his hand.
I was uh I was actually hoping to play cards. I was actually hoping that somebody would offer.
A game of cards, you say? I mean, I'm always down to play some cards with some friends. Are you guys down? And he gestures to the other people in the group. Aye. Yeah, I'm always good for some cards. And he starts getting the cards ready. He's kind of shuffling the deck. So, what you been looking to do these days? What brings you here?
Hmm. Oh, just
Spit it out already, man. We know he's hot.
As you're lost in thought, he's just kind of picking up the cards and dropping them down on themselves. Gets ready to start dealing.
Hubba, hubba.
He said,
He's just kind of smiling at you now, just kind of glancing up and down between you and the cards, just waiting for a response.
I wish he deal me like he dealt those cards. You know what I'm saying?
I'm having such a panic. Give me a moment. um, I, I, um,
At this point, one of the gentlemen is just kind of like, "Can we get on with it? What's happening here?" Yeah, I don't got a lot of time, man. I want to get back to my drink in this conversation.
I apologize. It's just kind of stuffy in here. I happened to I was coming in and I saw the fire over on the other side of town.
A fire, you say? He's just kind of waiting for a response.
And yeah, you know, people talk all the time, and everybody seems to know everything around here. And they kept talking about somebody started the fire, but I'm not sure about it.
He looks a little confused. What fire? I haven't heard any fire yet.
Hmm. Huh.
Above all, you got to remember the fire is currently happening, so these people in the tavern probably don't know what you're talking about.
Well, then I don't know. What like
it's okay, Rocky. Till you figure it out when you feel like it.
Above the board, I'm clueless.
I got you.
Because like at first it was a joke, and then they were like, Elena's like, I wish he would serve me like those cards, and I was like, please, I'm trying to think. My brain.
Made that man moist.
Rubik's, please.
It's not supposed to drip like that.
What?
I know your astral projected over there, but help me fix this tavern, please. Help me put the water fire out.
Is that what we're doing? I thought we were still above the board. My bad.
All right, Emery.
Um. Okay.
That be?
Hopefully that helps.
Yeah.
Who is
Yeah.
Darla, daughter of May?
Darla, daughter of May.
So as you're sitting there thinking, oh, sorry, continue.
Yeah. In the end, the
Wait,
broken leg.
where is she? She's
It
behind me. I can't.
it's apparently on fire.
On
I don't know.
fire.
I don't know too much about it.
His eyes kind of light up as you're talking.
I can't get her on camera.
Don't know
Really
too
sure.
much. Keep
I'm not
talking, by the
sure
way.
who would do such a thing.
Oh yeah, I mean it's kind of crazy that that place would be burning down. I heard it was just saved the other day as well from the old owner's son. What was his name? Zulin, I believe. And he starts gently dealing out cards, and he starts talking. As he deals you your first card, you flip it over, and you see that it is a 9 of spades. And he's like, yeah, so the broken leg is quite the place. It's very unfortunate what happened. I don't think anyone's seen his mother in quite some time. She does seem to be just missing. I believe she left town or something, you know? And everyone's just kind of starts playing and getting ready for the next hand to be dealt.
Yeah, I've heard the same, and I think you're right. Zulin does sound familiar for one.
First of all, let me jump
That,
on my chair.
um, but
Uh,
I know that there was some bandits or something that was there before that.
Yeah, there was some bandits that seemed to have been running that place for a little while. Um, Quite a troublesome group, I will say. But you know, I don't really get to spend too much time over there. I've been spending a lot of my time over at the courthouse. I've been dealing with a lot of legal issues for the town. You know, I tend to be a lawyer in my off time and trying to help the people of this town. That's why I have these nice clothes. And he starts dealing out some more cards. You flip it over and you see that you have a king of clubs. Uh, as I'm there, you know, typically a lot of the cases I hear come from that group of ruffians. I'm not too sure where they came from or how they gained control of that place, but they've been roughing people up in the town a lot. So I have a lot of cases to deal with, a lot of people to protect, and unfortunately, you know, they get away with a lot of stuff. I know that last time I went to the minister's house, we were having some conversations about things, and you know, the state of affairs and how busy it's been as of late. And he deals out another hand. You flip it over, and that you see that it is a 2 of diamonds. There's not much really going on that we can do. He said that the guards have been working on it and they've been trying their best, but it's good to just be safe these days, and you know, make sure that you're about as cautious as can be. You don't want to be mugged, you don't want to be robbed, and you never know with bandits these days. And he deals another hand, which you flip over to find a 5 of clubs. Everyone kind of places down their cards, and it would appear that you have won the hand. Despite having some pretty shit cards, no one had any combinations and no one had any pairs, so you won by high card alone. And all the money that is currently at the table is kind of pooled towards you. And at this point, you have put in a piece of gold for the pot. And he says, damn it, good game there. You wanna play again? And he starts kind of gathering up the cards and shuffling them.
I take a kind of look over my shoulder, and I kind of look towards where I had last seen Kadu.
Right as you do that, you notice that Kadu's turning to look for you, and your eyes kind of link, and you both see each other on opposite sides of the room.
Um, I look back over towards the gentleman. I should probably get going, but I don't mean to play and run, but I do have someone that might be expecting me.
Oh, no worries, my man. I do hope that you have a lovely, lovely day. And they all kind of just, you know, continue playing their game and pull the money back together.
Mm-hmm. And with that, he kind of dips his head and kind of like not a bow, but just like a recognition of thanks, and then hops down from the seat and walks towards where Kado is standing.
All right. Leaving the winnings behind and your gold piece, you make your way through the crowds of people and find yourself right over at the counter with Kadu. And just before we continue that, we're going to go ahead and check in over on the group that is down, currently putting out the fire. Everyone's been kind of panicking, trying desperately to put out the fire on the inn and tavern that once belonged to now Zulin. The place is in shambles. There's just dust everywhere. The inn has collapsed inwards. It's just an absolute mess. Burned down to virtually nothing important anymore but trash and garbage. Townspeople are all kind of just chatting, and one person just kind of walks over and pats Zulin on the back. I'm sorry, man. I know you probably didn't want to see this kind of thing happen to the only thing that is left of your mom. Is there anything I can do?
Pastries is the
I hate this man. I hate this man so much.
Hey, that's your boy though.
It's stuck in my head now. God damn it. Oh my god.
You win.
Just again.
Getting stun locked by the fucking drums.
Now you know how I felt hearing the little chirp while I was trying to think.
I'm gonna just say, like, don't worry about it. There's nothing that can be done. Let's say you just gather people. Just like, is the fire still going, or is it like basically done at this point?
It's done. It's basically just soot and ash everywhere. There's, obviously remnants of the building, but they're just collapsed in towards the center. There's no noticeable structure left, maybe a window or two on some base walls, but everything is charred and burnt to shit.
It's for the best in it, as long as it hasn't like
We
spread
need
to
a
any other
department that takes care of fires. Why don't we have that?
Would you like to be the head of it?
I mean, somebody got to run it.
You let me know when you find a group of people
Sure will.
to start that. For now, I was like going kind of hard. For now, I want to investigate the area, like where it started. Like he threw from behind the inn. I mean, I guess it's hard to tell which was the behind and which was the front now at this point, right?
The alley that you are currently in is where it was thrown from.
Okay. Can I see if there's like anything that might have like maybe Ego was too close, burned off his something off of his body, anything like that?
Oh, you mean the gentleman that was tied up inside?
No. He's a nobody. He's dead. I don't think there's anything. Maybe, but I have to rule that shit first.
Oh wait, say it again. I think I missed something you said.
I was saying, like, the dude who threw the we're gonna call it the fire bombs. This is not a Molotov. We're gonna say some fire bomb. It's a new invention. Like, I want to see like around the area where they threw it to see if there's maybe like anything that was left behind in his like rush or.
You walk over to
anything that
where.
just looks out of place, I guess I should say.
Yeah, you walk up to where he was. It would appear that he was several feet back from the building. You can kind of see his footprints because he dug his legs in as he kind of threw the object at the building. You notice that for the most part it's just a smudge in the ground, but there's a few footsteps that are still clearly left behind. And while it looks mostly like a normal boot print, you do notice that there is a mark in the dead center of the heel. And go ahead and roll a history check.
Yeah, just about to ask. Yaga. Ooh, 2.
You got a 2. You look at it. You see that it is a symbol with a cross and a circle on top again. There does appear to be something different with it, though, where there's a star that goes around the outer edge of the entire cross. So it's the star with a cross in the middle and a circle at the top of the cross. You have no real recollection of where this may be from, but you do think that you've seen it somewhere before. You have vague memories of the minister wearing this whenever he would visit to collect taxes from your mother.
I'm sure Lena would love to draw that. So I'm gonna make sure that I get step around it, not like disturb it when she gets back eventually.
Okay.
Let me get an MS Paint of that when you get a chance, right? Above board.
Someone's got to do it.
Let me that was mostly everything I saw.
Yeah, that's mostly everything that's there. There's not much left behind besides.
You doing that, Mike?
That's me.
I'm gonna let you give me the idea. I'm gonna, I'm gonna start clearing the rubble around where that poor fucker got turned into paste.
Oh, in the middle of the inn.
Yeah.
You slowly start pushing.
Convinces it before I just start futilely doing shit.
I will give you that. So, from what you can see, there's only like half of the base wall remaining on all sides. It's mostly been blown through. There's beams that have collapsed in where the doors were. You can kind of see that while the windows are broken, there is a way to slip through one, but there is a lot of debris that you would have to push past to get to the middle of the building. It looks like the center itself has been caved in on, but there could potentially be some gaps in between all the rubble. You just can't quite tell from where you're currently standing.
There probably would just be too much to. I think we can wait to investigate that in the morning. Then maybe I can find a group of people that are willing to help me move this shit, so we get it done in a timely manner.
I will also note above board that Rubik's, you are a part of this interaction, so if there's anything you want to do, you are free to act. I wasn't sure if you were aware. The music playing is a dead sign that you are involved in this situation.
Let's go. I have a theme music. Bet. Let's go.
While you're playing the drum set, yeah.
Theme music.
Can I ask you a question, Zoolander?
Speak, I guess.
Yeah. Why are you doing all this?
You said what?
Why are you doing all this?
What do you mean by that?
The end's gone. You searching for clues and all this and rigmarole for what?
What do you suggest I do?
Nothing. I'm just trying to figure out what you're doing it for.
The drums are really kicking me out.
I'm not gonna stop playing.
That part's killing me now.
I mean, just think about it. We already took out the bandits, right? The town's cool, but besides the inn, but the insurance guy. But I mean, no matter what we do, it's not going to bring any of this back.
It's not about bringing it back, fool. Clearly, they're watching us, and honestly, I'm surprised you have not been targeted quite yet.
Hey, no, it's getting on my back. You see what I'm saying?
Well, you fraternizing with us is not really doing you any favors, and they know who we are. So clearly, let's not forget you were part of that fight. So
Oh yeah. Look, in my big age, I realized the more you run from death, the less you live.
Zulin, suddenly you have an odd feeling, just like it's something you just can't shake all of a sudden. Go ahead and roll perception.
Oh God. Uh-oh. You there?
Halt!
How about the name?
Unhand me.
Gee.
Wait, what'd you get?
I got a 15.
You got a 15. Suddenly, you kind of feel like you're being watched and kind of like you're in a little bit of danger. Go ahead and roll acrobatics.
Oh fuck!
Oh, God, what's happening?
Come on, no webbies,
find
no
out.
webbies.
Suddenly, you feel like something dangerous might happen, and you hear a little buzzing sound just flying through the air towards you. You kind of just leap backwards, kind of doing a little bit of a backflip, and you catch yourself on the ground, just putting your hand down, and just kind of looking up as you see an arrow just slam into the ground where you were standing before. You see that it came from just up above on one of the rooftops, and you look up to see a cloaked individual just kind of shimmying back against the top of the building, out of sight. And Rubik's, you're still just beating your drum.
Didn't even notice it. Just like arrow.
Yeah, doesn't even notice.
I used to be doing backflipping back in my day
Can I
too.
can I take a quick glance as like turn around and like look at the arrow, see if there's anything attached to it, or it was just like a.
You do you want to pull it out of the ground, or do you want to just glance at it as it's in the ground?
I'm just glancing at it because I'm about to take my attention to where he was at just now. I just want to glance for a second.
You glance at the arrow, and you see that it is made of a very fine wood. Has a nice feathering on the back, and you can only see a bit of the actual tip. It seems like it was mostly stuck in the ground, but didn't quite go all the way in. And it does seem to be a very fine metal that glimmers ever so slightly.
Can I break off the tip of the drum of the arrow to make it a drumstick?
Why are you? No, we're not going to destroy. You know what? Yeah, go ahead. I'm just going to look. You decided.
Yeah, you notice that Zulin is kind of messing with something on the ground. You look down, and you see that there's an arrow that you didn't notice before. Oh, and so you reach down and you go to grab it and break it off of the piece. The metal does kind of snap off. It takes some effort, but you managed to break it, and you now have a fine wooden drumstick, as one might say. It is still just a broken piece of wood, but
I'm gonna make a recorder out of this.
Is it that thick?
It's-
a fine piece of wood.
it is a very fine piece of ebony wood.
It's like a bolt from like a arrow essentially. Whatever, you can work your magic on it. You want to? You said he backed up and like went over. How tall is this building?
This building is about 4 stories tall.
How high is the tallest window?
The tallest window is on the 4th story, which is about 10-ish feet below the roof. From what you can tell, you would have to jump fairly high to get anywhere near this window. It is definitely out of standard reach.
Huh. But what if you had a small
But what
person
if-
and you threw them?
But what if that small person's not here?
I wasn't talking
Not
about
that
me.
small.
Oh, fair.
Talking about me.
Would you throw a child? Like, what do you say?
Yeah,
He's
throw a
talking about
child.
me. Oh,
No, throw a child.
yeah, fuck them kids. Do it.
Everyone in the area does seem completely oblivious to what is happening. Just so you know.
No
They are-
wonder that-
Nope.
Well, he clearly fucking missed, or he.
Yes, all anyone noticed is that you had done a backflip. And you had some... Yeah, you did a backflip. And so some people like kind of just clapped and said, "Yeah, let's go." Some other people were like, "Why the fuck is he fucking backflipping? What the hell's going on here?"
I feel like that had the energy of like Miles Morales doing the flip when fucking Peter Parker goes flying in the air in the first game. There's no way I'm getting on that roof. I'm sure that fucker is gone.
Okay.
I want to chase, but is this?
Don't chase. Let them come to us.
The dude.
The second. That's the second time they've been here, man. You all
I
right?
hate this song, bro.
He's currently working on his new little drumstick, so he's got something extra
That
playing.
dude took me out. Look, you already took the wood, so that's your present. That's it. That's the makeup. You know, I'll be nice for put you in the fucking chest. Shit. Are you gonna whittle that to make your recorder?
Yeah.
All right. Any leftover scraps of the wood, give it to me. All right.
How about this? Let's finish pretending like we're cleaning up here. Let's go get something to drink, and let me play you a song.
I don't want the song.
You don't get the drink then.
Nor do I want the drink.
Well, then I'll get 2 drinks.
It's like some fucking uncle.
Oh
One more for
God.
me. One more for me.
You know what I do want to do? I want to go. Since I don't think there's anything else. At least in my opinion, I don't think there's anything we can leave from this. I want to go check on Kalani and Thaddeus, or not Thaddeus. What the fuck? Or Thaddeus, or whatever her name was.
Oh, Kalani and her daughter.
Yeah, because in my mind, I'm thinking if they're attacking us for killing their boys, then
Yeah, we can go over there and get some cheesecake.
get your weapon out and just have that ready rather than the cheesecake, just in case.
On a first date?
All right, so just to confirm, you guys are gonna head over to Kalani's little bakery.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just a
You-
wellness check. I don't want to stay too long.
You both make your way through the town. It's quite busy. It's kind of the streets are packed near the inn. Everyone seems to be kind of snickering. What's going on? Just kind of talking about what happened at the inn, the fire that occurred. You hear some people just kind of talking about where the fuck were the guards. Just kind of questioning the status of the nation at the time. And as you make your way through, you notice that you enter the next alleyway, and there's not as many people. As you make another turn, there's fewer and fewer until there's almost no one, and you find yourself down the exact alley that has Kalani's bakery. It does appear that there is a light on, and the door is unlocked if you would like to go inside.
I'm gonna knock first because hospitality.
All right, you walk up to the door, and you gently knock on it. Just all of a sudden, you hear someone, "Oh, come in! Come on in!"
I'm gonna head inside.
All right, you
Yeah, you eat the cheesecake and you do that.
Well, I gotta go inside with you because the cheesecake's in there.
Hey,
you hear a
WD-40? What's happening?
okay, you can't make me laugh like that. Fuck.
Oh my God.
Oh, you fucking killed me. Oh, that's not good. Oh. Okay. So, back in character, you hear this noise on the opposite side of the bakery. The door that you're opening sounds quite normal, but you hear this loud noise happen in the background, and suddenly you see Kalani just kind of step up from behind the counter. Oh, hi. What's up? Come on in. Have a seat at the table.
Keep it down just a bit.
Where's the cakes of that cheese stuff at? I got one of that?
Can Rubik's have a slice of cheesecake, please?
Oh, sure. I actually have some that's been ready. I've been getting ready for tomorrow's sale, so you can have some. It's freshly made. And
Is it the vegan cheese again? Because that messed up my stomach.
Rubik's, shut the fuck up and take your cheesecake. You're getting free food. I don't want to hear you complaining ever again. All right? I'm sick of your shit.
Well, okay. 2 slices, please.
Bet. I got you, honey. Don't worry. She goes over and she grabs some cheesecake and puts it on a platter and just gently sets it down on the table and kind of pulls out the chair and has a seat. All right. So what seems to be happening? It's kind of late.
Where's the deal? Is she home right now?
She is. She's currently upstairs in bed, though. You know how it is this late at night. It is currently just, so you're all aware, it is past midnight. The moon is on its way down, heading towards morning.
I don't get it. There's definitely butter in this crust.
I just we handled the inn situation. I think someone might be watching us.
She kind of pricks up.
I don't think. It's just they definitely tried to burn us alive.
Her eyes widen. What? No, Zulin, you're joking, right?
I wish.
Oh my god. She kind of looks a little distraught and just put her hands on her head. Oh my god.
You haven't noticed anyone suspicious come in and out of the shop while when we left yesterday, did you? Or anytime tonight? Walk by anything weird at all?
I know that the deal had mentioned that there was someone that was coming in last night. I was out on an errand. I was trying to get a hold of some ingredients, and she was watching the shop. She said that she heard someone come in, but she didn't really get to interact with them. I guess when she came around the counter and called for them to greet them, they quickly turned around and ran and left. Not sure why, but it was definitely weird. Why do you ask?
Well, we're looking for somebody who was cloaked up as well, actually.
Wait. Oh my god. Does this... oh no, are they going to burn down my bakery too?
For this cheesecake.
Well, that's why we came. I definitely wanted to just make sure you guys were all right and that there wasn't like one
He
more
thought
than
y'all
one
Uh,
died.
crime.
I,
A little bit more with tact, please, Rubik's.
as far as I'm aware, we're fine. The deal is currently sleeping. You know how it is at these early morning hours. She's always the last one awake to get ready for the bakery, but I can't blame her. She's just a kid.
We should check on her.
What time of day is it right now? I know, like, obviously it's night, but like, how far is it from morning?
Like early morning. He's talking about like almost 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, just a couple of hours till sunrise. But normally she's up by about now.
If you wouldn't mind, I'm more than willing to just stick around and kind of like keep a watch.
You should check on her now because she might wake up dead.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
She perks up at what...
Go check just to make sure that,
How do you wake up dead?
She perks up at what Zulin says, but then Rubik says that she's like, "Oh my god, no, you're."
Don't panic. I'm sure she's fine. But
Cry after she dies, not
Are you sure? The deal.
throw you against the wall.
You're gonna throw me.
Not
Honesty.
you.
Honesty. Y'all don't like honesty. It's crazy.
Kalani, calm down. Just make sure she's there. I'm sure she's fine. I would rather you be paired up. I'll handle, around downstairs in the shop and just keep a lookout until morning comes.
Actually, I think it's a better idea if you actually go check. Because if I'm right, you don't want to see that.
Well, then if you're so nervous about it, look at her now. She's hyperventilating.
And she suddenly gets really lightheaded and kind of falls backwards.
Oh Jesus! Can I try and catch her?
You can go ahead and let's roll acrobatics.
Oh God! Again,
Oh,
I think I get the
goodness.
double natural 20. Okay, 8, 7. She's concussed.
You kind of dive forward and you sort of catch her, but you also kind of fall down to the ground yourself, kind of slamming your knee into the ground. You take 1 hit point of damage as you feel like your knee is now bleeding. It seems like you managed to land on a sharp piece of wood that was kind of splintered off from
That's
the
fucking,
floor.
like, curse of being tall.
But you do manage to catch her, and she's just kind of just panting as she's in your arms, and just slowly just comes back.
Breathe. Just breathe.
Can you I'm lightheaded. Can you go check on my daughter?
Hey, Rubik's, you go outside. How about Rubik's? You go outside.
Oh,
I'm not asking you. Get
I'm
the cake and go
not
outside.
listening.
Above the board, I did do that enough that now I'm lightheaded.
Ventilating. Oh my god.
I'm not joking. Oh my god.
You can't be out here method acting and
Bro.
dying on us.
Oh man,
Hey, I get into it. What can I say?
I'm not mad. Look, I'm not going outside, but I'll stop talking for now.
Just like, if you're gonna talk your shit, please, like, be better about it. All right? Can you be a little bit more clever, at least, if you're gonna do that?
I thought I was being clever. But all right.
You're being very blunt.
As you're having this conversation, Kalani kind of props herself up and gets back onto the chair. She pulls something out from her pocket, a little bit of paper that she unravels, and you see that there's some plant matter in there. She kind of takes out a little sheet of paper, puts the plant on it, kind of starts rolling it up and licks it.
Is that a boof? Let's go.
No
She she lights it and just. Oh my god!
Pass it to the left.
What type of herbs are those? Are those? What is this?
It's medicine.
She kind of passes it over to Rubik's. Here, have some. Takes the edge off.
Well, this just keeps you quiet. I'm gonna go check on the deal. I think it's. I will.
Oh no, I'll be down here. You gonna touch that cheesecake? I'm gonna need it.
I'll question your parenting later. I'm gonna
cheesecake. Cheesecake. It's in the middle of the table, hon. Have some. Oh.
You a good girl, Kalani. You a good girl.
Yeah. Thanks.
I said her name right.
Zulin, as you start to head up the stairs,
he gets it right.
you hear everyone downstairs just enjoying the little smoke that they're partaking in. There's kind of a cloud just kind of filling the room, and it smells somewhat of a nasty animal from what you can recall. Not one that you know by name, but it's kind of a faint reek throughout the bakery now. You walk upstairs and find yourself in front of a wooden door with a name tag that seems to be on the front that says the deal. Down the hallway has another door on it with a different name tag that you can't quite read from here.
I'm just gonna lightly rap against the door and see if she'll wake up.
You do that, and you wait a moment, but you get no response.
Is the door unlocked?
You check the doorknob, and you do find that it is unlocked.
Okay, I'm not gonna fully enter, but I am gonna open up to peek in just to see if she's in bed.
You start to peek in, and from down below you hear, "The deal! The deal! Oh, hey, wake up!"
Now you care.
There's no response from inside the room. You can see that it is fairly dark.
Okay. At this point, I'm gonna just go inside and just get sure that she actually isn't there. It's not like a fucking pillow and a fucking ball.
You fully open the door and step into the room. It's a long, narrow room that has a fair few pieces of furniture. There's a chair in the corner. There's a little table in front of it for doing what appears to be some work. There's some herbs in jars and some other things scattered around. There's some pastries. One that appears to be half eaten. The bed itself is right next to the window, which does look like it is open at the moment from what you can see. It's kind of hard to tell in the dark, but with the faint light of the moon, you can see that the window is definitely open now as you squint at it. The bed does appear to be empty. The blanket kind of strewn across, half hanging on the floor, and there's no one in the room.
Is there are there any light sources around that I can light up? Anything like that?
As you kind of squint around the room, you can see through the faint light that there is a lamp spot, a little post on the wall that would apparently hold a candle in it. However, it does appear that there is no candle present. As you look around a little further, you notice that there's a candle on the floor that appears to have been stepped on, so it's kind of smushed down the middle. There's also some broken glass that is hanging out just besides the bed, but no other sources of light.
I don't want to say anything out loud because they're tweaking downstairs. I didn't want to have to pull out the whole torch. I'm gonna pull out my torch and light up my tinderbox.
You pull out your torch and you light your tinderbox to ignite it.
Very carefully close to body so that I don't light the damn room on fire.
You do that. Luckily, it is a fairly tall room. And with the window open, it seems like the smoke from your torch is kind of just finding its way outside. You see that there is some other stuff around. There's a broken lantern hanging out from underneath the bed. It does appear that the sheets are kind of thrown all over. The bed sheet has a few imprints on it. It does appear that the actual bed in itself is kind of knocked off the frame a little bit. And it would appear like there was some sort of scuffle. As you can see, there's some marks along the windowsill, like some scrapes and digs into the wood.
Uh, I'm gonna check the. Is the window that you said there was glass on the floor? Is it's obviously is it busted in, or is there any, like if I check out the windows, or any glass on the like on the ground below, outside?
Uh, there is no glass broken from the window itself. You can see that the window itself is fully open, but it is intact. The glass appears to have come from the broken lantern that is on the floor.
Oh, okay, okay.
Outside the window, you can notice that there is a rope that was left behind. It doesn't look like it's attached to the windowsill anymore. It looks like it's on the ground, but clearly something that had been used to get to the window.
Fuck. I'm not good with the. Not very good with parrots. Fuck.
As you're examining downstairs, Rubik's is just having a good jam session with Kalani.
You gotta try these mushrooms.
Mushrooms. I think I'm good, Rubik's. I think I'm good. Better than good. I'm great.
I'm seeing all the musical notes I'm playing right now.
Oh, that's crazy. I see them too. What do you think he's doing up there?
It's probably saying you talk to mama. He's probably checking on your mama.
That's not what I thought you said for a second. I was like, huh?
Mom.
Exactly what you thought I said. What I said.
My mom's dead. What you talking about, dude?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Here, you take the last bit.
Am I fucking punked?
Trust me, I feel like it's been a fever dream since you walked in the door.
As it's going on, Zulin, we're back to you.
Shit. Fuck. Background. Trying to think what's the next course of action to take. The intrusive thoughts are about to win in a second. How far is the drop from the window to outside?
It's a 2-story drop.
Okay, can we before I do that,
You're back.
can I look at her desk and see if there's anything like important that might have been like moved or anything like that?
You notice that there's a drawer that is half open, there's a half-eaten pastry, and that the quill is missing from the ink jar.
Okay. I'm gonna probably nothing. Can I check the drawers that are open?
Yes, you can. You go over to the desk and you gently open the drawer. You find a note that's kind of crinkled up inside, and the quill, is right beside it.
I wanna see what that's about.
You unravel the letter, and inside you find an entire list of things that have been written down. It does appear that it was written by a child. Clearly, this is the deal's notes on something. As you start reading, it seems kind of harmless at first, just casual talks and, kind of like a diary-esque note about her mom and what they did that day. Before suddenly you find some very harsh scribbles and some very accented marks and lines underneath some of the words that follow. And what you read is a message that details a situation. It says, "So, I'm kind of scared currently. My mom's been trying to just kind of shrug it off because she says there's not much that we can do. But the minister came by recently and he was yelling and screaming and he had these scary guards with him and some dude in a cloak. My mom told me to go upstairs and I did, but I had to listen through the door as they yelled and screamed at her. I heard them knock her down to the ground, and it sounded like she was crying for a moment, begging, and it was hard to hear, but it sounded like they were threatening her over I think it was about Zulin coming back to town. I'm not too sure. I heard them mention the broken leg though, and that's about it. I'm kind of scared, but I'm hoping that everything's okay. Mom says that we should be fine, but I don't know. I think I'm just gonna let it go for now. That is all that is there.
Fuck.
We
Alright,
know who
I'm
to
going
blame.
to take that note actually and keep it around.
You do that.
Come on, Zulin.
I think we can always come back here because it's not like anything's gonna change. But I guess it's about time to. I hope you want to feel lightheaded again. Let's go downstairs. Got some good news for you.
You start coming down the stairs and you just see Rubik's and Kalani chilling at the table. Kalani's wrapping up another different piece of paper with some plan inside of it.
Yeah, go ahead and get one last.
Zulin, oh, what's up? What did you find? Is the deal getting out of bed?
Well, she's been out of bed for quite some time actually already.
Huh? Where is she?
Shit, she done woke up dead.
Huh? What?
And it's nothing like that. It's nothing like that.
What do you mean? Where is she? Where is she? Sadil, get down here!
I should, oh shit, I forgot.
Why are you mumbling, Zulin? Where's my daughter?
You sure you didn't smoke none of this?
Hey, you should have some. And she kind of holds it out to you.
It's just, she's sitting, right? You should be sitting.
She's sitting? Duh, what?
No, I was asking you as if Kalani is sitting down.
Oh. Yeah, she's sitting. She's sitting.
All right, I need you to not panic in the slightest. All right.
Huh?
I'm gonna. You shush.
All right.
What do you mean not panic? What's happening?
She went to sleep.
Zulin, where's my daughter?
She's not in her room.
Oh, she done walked off dead.
She just kind of stares at you for a moment. Huh? Wait, what? What do you mean?
What happened yesterday?
Yesterday?
To talk to you.
She's kind of like squinting and closing her eyes, just clearly not sober.
Kalani, please.
Huh? Oh, yeah, oh shit. Yesterday, I shouldn't tell you this, but the minister came by and he had his goons with him again, and they hassled me and they threatened me. They wanted to know who killed the bandits at the broken leg. He claimed that I knew something about it. When I didn't tell him, he threatened to kill Fadil.
What the fuck is the broken leg?
Huh?
Did I miss that?
Oh, Broken Star. I'm sorry.
Everyone in chat was like saying broken leg, and everyone can say broken leg. Am I the one going crazy?
No, it's me going crazy. I'm forgetting shit.
Nobody said anything, but I was out of the loop.
Bro, you could have just called me out. Call me out. Bro, I get lost in the moment sometimes. All right.
I was
Anyways,
looking at my notes like, what?
anyway, she finishes her sentence. Yeah, they were asking about who killed the bandits of the Broken Star, and I didn't tell them, and they threatened to deal his life, but I gave them a bunch of gold, and they said that they'd leave us alone. Why?
They threatened your daughter's life, and you didn't think it pertinent to like ask for anyone's help?
Hey, this is kind of our fault, huh?
Zulin, honey, I don't think you know how the world works yet, dude. This is kind of life, and I don't have control over this.
Yeah, not everybody got a cloud monster.
I mean, what do you think I'm gonna do against the minister and the guards of a nation?
How has this city been dealing with this?
How long? A few years since you guys left. Ever since Thaddeus has been gone, town ain't been the same.
He's the Patriots. Sorry.
I hate this man. That's all. How much? I guess that's not important. You didn't. Where have you been all day?
I woke up about hour and a half ago, and I started baking. I bake in the basement down behind the counter. There's a big metal door. She kind of just drifts off, lost in thought.
Kalani!
I really like that.
Huh? Sorry. That's so loud. Whoa, chill, man. It's not that serious.
What were you? Your daughter is missing.
I mean,
I have a daughter.
early in the morning.
She is clearly high as a kite.
I'm having deja vu of this entire moment right now. I cannot believe this is happening.
I'm so glad I wasn't involved in this.
Kalani,
I'm glad I ended up with mom
splash
instead.
you with cold water for your benefit, in mine, in my sanity.
Huh? Why would you
All
do that?
day.
It's Zulu. It's fucking not even sunrise. What do you mean all day?
Oh my god. Your daughter's room is in shambles.
What do you mean? She's up there sleeping. Wait.
Clearly smoked two different things. You should have took the mushrooms.
Shambles? What do you mean shambles? Zulin? What do you mean?
Your daughter dead, or almost dead, or on the way to be dead, or she ain't here because she dead.
Wait. What are you talking about, Zulin? Where's my daughter?
Look, you don't know, we don't know. She's probably not, with us. Like with us. It's a double play on words. I'm gonna get good at this. That's a rap.
Where's my daughter? Zulin, where's my kid? The deal! And she kind of tries to stand up, but kind of fumbles and over her feet and just slams her in the ground. The deal! Zulin?
Rubik's, I don't know if we can make a compromise on this. I'm not good with crying women in the slightest.
Rubik's?
So about them cheesecakes, I know you're going through stuff right now. Do you have any extras? You might want to close your shop for today. Now I kind of think Zulin would pay you for at least a whole pie of cheesecake. That's the least we can do for your worries.
Rubik's, go fuck yourself!
Okay. Well,
I don't want to hear you talk. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I'm the bad guy, but you don't know where your daughter's at. That's crazy.
This is
I don't. And she's just bawling her eyes out on the ground.
Womp womp.
Above the board, you do not have to just keep interacting with her if you don't want to, by the way.
I'm definitely trying to just see how to broach this.
You said the
Because
pastries.
She's
is over
obviously
here, right?
inconsolable, but also I don't want to waste time because I want to look for her daughter.
Based on your perception, you can tell that this woman is clearly not at all sober, is high out of her ever-loving mind, and is not in the right state to really be hearing this.
I will be right back.
You're good.
Look, we have to come to this later. I'm going to leave because at this point, in character, I'm over it. I'm frustrated. I'm more mad that she tried to toke up when I tried to come for warning, and she's smoking that grass, that booth, that herbal elixir, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I want to go outside around the back and just check on the ground near the rope and just investigate that for a quick moment.
All right. As you're doing that, you walk around the side of the building. There's still no one in sight. You go around to the back and you find the rope. It does appear to have the actual the claw portion of it that attached into the windowsill still up there, and there does appear to be a little symbol on the metal of the base of the claw. From what you can tell, it is the same symbol you saw before from the footprint. It does have a cross with a circle on the top and a star going around the outside. Also, Rubik's, you are currently beginning to feel a little bit off. Very much not at all sober as you start to feel a bit more emotional, and you kind of see things that aren't really there. The world around you is kind of shifting a little weird.
Oh shit.
Zulin?
He's not near me, is he? He stayed in the fuck.
No, he's inside.
Okay, good. The footprint, is it like muddy or anything? Is it just like it just seems like a footprint, like it's just dust?
Oh, currently the symbol is on the metal of the claw. You don't really see a footprint there.
Okay.
The footprint was in reference to the one you saw earlier.
Okay.
And Rubik's, you are currently beginning to see what appears to be like little creatures just suddenly appearing in your vision around you as the world kind of twists and warps and everything kind of swirls and appears like it's melting. It does feel like you are very much far from sober.
Oh shit. Better strap in, boys. This is gonna be a bumpy one.
Zulin?
I got a song for this.
You know what? This is a perfect time to diss this man for tonight. I don't know, obviously. But, what the fuck?
We should probably don't leave.
Wait, you're inside by yourself, by the way, Rubik's.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I thought you said me. My bad.
No,
you're good.
Who are you talking to?
You're on your own with Kalani crying on the ground. Although she does appear to have passed out at this point.
Ma'am.
Oh, good.
Ma'am.
I'm gonna make a mental thought to just be like, I really hope that Kandu is doing way better than us right now. I want to make my way while he's tripping balls. You can help yourself. I don't.
You're tripping balls.
I want to go and see if we can investigate. It's a lot of investigation today. I want to go see Thaddeus's. Like, is his building still there, or is it just like, is it gone?
Like his home or his shop?
Like, I guess was it both, or is his home and shop separate?
You don't really know too much about his home. You know a lot about his shop. His shop is just that standard little rundown stand that has all the memorabilia on it. Let me think.
Also make my way to Thaddeus' shop, but like stumbling not with him. So when he gets there, I'm there.
What are you, Sands? He just ain't doing places.
At this point, I think I'm gonna have to have you make a roll for athletics, Rubik's,
Yeah,
just to move.
Terrible trait for me.
He said just to move. What's athletics for you? +1? I hope you fail.
Me too.
Hope you bust your head. Come on, old whammies, old whammies, old whammies.
Big money, no win.
Shake them so hard.
Oh,
This
It's house music.
Came out of fucking sprung.
16.
That's
15.
crazy.
You try to stand to your feet. Oh, you got a 16?
Yeah,
It
Oh.
took so long to come up.
it did. Yeah, I know.
I'll just say it. You barely passed this. Literally, if you got any lower, you were fucked. That +1 saved your ass. You start to stand up and you kind of stumble forward a little bit, almost falling over, but you kind of catch yourself as you start to walk towards the door. You see Zulin kind of making his way through town. It looks like he's kind of leaving you behind for a moment as
Can it be that Zulin? I don't see Zulin. I just make my way there just because. So it's even funnier.
yeah. So Zulin, you've already started making your way through town. You're almost to the shop now. Rubik's, you kind of stumble outside. You're wandering around. You see everything is kind of swirling and melting, and you're starting to see like geometric shapes just all around you. You're seeing what appears to be like small little entities. What you imagine to be almost fairies, kind of floating around, just kind of staring at you from time to time as you walk, just fumbling through the streets.
Just trying to get through, just to pass by.
You make your way through town and you find yourself near Thaddeus's old shop. Zulin is currently now approaching the shop stand. You are right in front of it. You see that there's just some old trinkets. The shop stand itself is just about 1 story high. It has an overhang over it, a side mat going across the left, and on the right it's just kind of open for you to step into. The actual countertop itself has not much on it besides, old memorabilia. It also has some flowers and some notes left behind from people who wanted to lay a memorial out. There's some signs on the front for them. And there's some stuff that appears to be inside the stand itself.
I want to check inside the stand.
Go ahead and roll perception.
Let's get it. Don't make me can start going slow. What the fuck? 18.
18. As you start looking around, you find a couple things, just his old backpack that he had clearly left behind, a little satchel. You see that underneath the chair there is a little mat, but the mat appears to be, a little torn up, and you kind of notice something hanging out from underneath it.
Let me see what's under the mat first before I look inside the satchels and shit.
All right. Rubik's, you're approaching the stand. You're now just a good, I'd say 30-ish feet away. You're down around a corner. You can kind of just peer around and see Zulin kind of crouching down into the stand. Zulin, as you crouch down, you pull the mat over, move the chair, and as you lift it up, you find a little hatch beneath it.
Is it like a man-made, like you jump in it hatch, like a hatch like to just put shit?
Oh. Yeah, my bad. It is a wooden hatch with a little bar to grab onto on the front end of it. It does appear that it could lead to like a cellar or something. You're not quite sure. All you know is a random wooden hatch just sticking out of the ground.
I would prefer if my partner wasn't fucking at fucking
Cloud9?
I'm still assuming
No.
he's at the fucking the goddamn building.
He's currently around the corner. Which, Rubik's, is there anything you want to do? I'm gonna take it as a no.
I want to hope he's like enacting just being zonked.
I hope so. Just to clarify that, then Rubik's, you are now feeling even higher than before. It is becoming quite hard to see things. Every person that you can even potentially notice is no longer looking human. They're just kind of melting. There's more geometric shapes. It's getting quite hard to see as these shapes are now becoming bright colors, and these fairies seem more pronounced. It's also like there's almost like entities around you at this point. And it all feels very, very real.
Oh my god.
Zulin.
You know what?
Oh, wait,
I'm not
Rubik's.
fighting this no more. We're here. I'm gonna start naming y'all bitches.
What?
Pure
Dontrell.
Who are you talking to?
Zulin, in the distance, you hear just Rubik's kind of just talking out loud to literally no one, as there's not really many people in the area. Everyone's kind of turning and looking as he's just saying, calling out names and pointing at nothing. He does appear to be stumbling.
Theodore, Samuel,
Danya.
Steve.
Ladasha,
Ladasha.
Essenad.
Everyone in town's just kind of like, yeah, but is he okay? I don't know. I think he's high as hell.
How many people are around as of right now?
And in the area that you can see, there's only like 6 people, and they're kind of scattered. There's a couple pairs, and then 2 people that are just kind of off on their own. One individual in front of a shop, another one that's down by a different stand, and the other people seem to be in front of the inn nearby. The lights are on, but it's clearly not super busy.
Okay. I might have to throw tact out the window.
I'm still taking off my clothes. You keep staring at me.
Oh, that's an awful thing to say in public.
Rubik, as you say that, just suddenly the few pairs that are in this area start looking at you and they're like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with Rubik's, man? Is he good? Yo, who is that guy? That's Rubik's. What the fuck?
That's Rubik's. Fucking
Who told
bitch.
y'all my name?
Can I? How big is this like little cellar? Like, is it pretty open and wide, or is it more of like a cramped space? Like, what can I see from like outside and just looking in?
When you open it up, you can see that it is incredibly dark. You can't see anything down there. You can't even see how far down it goes. The entrance itself is a few feet wide, more than wide enough for you to fit down into, but not much more. If you're not careful, you could easily, ding your shoulder on the edge going down.
Okay.
So,
Well, I have a couple of daggers. Can I drop one down and just see how far it is?
yeah, you go and drop your dagger down. You hear it fall and then hit the floor. It sounds like it was only several feet down, so it's not super far. And you hear it kind of clank on the ground, just metal on metal.
Okay. I'm gonna Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the not safest thing. I'm gonna take one of my matchsticks and like light it up and like hold it in my mouth as I make my way down there. Like, is it a ladder that I gotta climb? Or is it just a drop?
Okay, actually, let's pause there for a moment. I gotta run to the bathroom, and then I will
problem.
pick it up from there.
We'll just take a break. This is an intermission.
Intermission.
Yeah, I'm good with the 5-10 minute intermission if you guys are.
Dope.
Yeah. First of all, let's see here, you high little shit. Dio walks away and starts talking shit.
Oh, jeez.
This is your fault. I don't know why you chose me over fucking Cooney. I was gonna get laid in hell.
I would have left you too.
I wouldn't have been high.
There's story reasons why I wasn't picked.
Yeah, that too.
Uncomfortability between the two of us.
I figured that was gonna happen. I said I'm either gonna end up with Cooney or Zulin.
I was like, that's why I was like, I'll take this motherfucker. I'm gonna volunteer this nigga and go with you.
Volunteer is crazy.
100%. Like,
So, chat, I
Emery
want to play a
would've
video
left.
for you.
Like, he wouldn't have even got to the point of like going back downstairs. He would have just left.
I want to play this for chat because this is exactly why them both getting high was hilarious. And I don't know if it was intentional or not, but it was fantastic.
Hold on, let me look.
But I missed it. What happened?
I'm about to play a video that's fucking hilarious. It's only a clip of it, I think. Where's it at, bro? It was right the next episode. No! What the fuck is happening, man?
I can't see anything.
I haven't pulled it up yet.
Oh, okay.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. Chat, you get to experience this shit for the first time. Sure. Oh, bet. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. You do that. Don't capture cursor, please, God. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. Here we go. And I'll stream it in Discord so you guys can see it in real time. Cause this should it tickled my funny bone.
All right.
When he was in Hangman.
Where is this?
Okay, I'm back.
That's life.
Wait, what is going on in your stream, Schmuck?
I just want to show what this entire interaction felt like. For reference, the mother is supposed to be always high because she's serving herbal remedies. It's just we. She's upstairs.
All I'm saying, a hardworking woman that is running a whole bakery on her own and raising a child on her own, bro, I'd be smoking shit too.
I wouldn't be surprised if she wasn't. I would be surprised if she wasn't smoking anything.
You can skip this shit. Hold on.
Are we missing anyone, or are we good?
I don't know. Black, did you walk away?
No, I'm right.
Oh, okay.
Cooney,
I've been here.
you been here?
I've been him. I will continue to be him.
I always was him. I never lost sight of him.
I don't care if I go blind. I don't need to see the price tag anyway.
Wow.
I'll stack a whole pack and smoke in front of him because I am him.
They said they needed an assassin, so I burnt my fucking fingerprints off. They will not find me.
Oh my goodness.
This shit ain't nothing to me, man. We straight gas and cutting straight to the bricks.
We smoking runts.
I went to Judge Judy on that pussy. Snipe. I'm not loyal to anybody. I'm a demon.
The coochie yummy slime. Coochie doing it for me slime.
That shit kills me. Oh, my herbal ailments. I haven't had anxiety in 20 years. You do
Bro.
see relaxes though, whose daughter just got kidnapped. My daughter's been kidnapped.
I don't know how I would
That's
feel
exactly how that shit felt.
being
Oh
called
my
slime.
She's fine. She's sleeping. Your daughter's gone. Kalina. What are you doing?
Womp womp.
Above the board, the funniest shit is happening back at that bakery and no one's there to see it.
I'm like, mom is passed out. Room's a hot mess. Daughter's been kidnapped.
Doors wide open.
fucking stripping shits outside the fucking.
That boy is not in his right mind at the moment.
Yeah, there's no secondhand smoke I collected, right? Like, I'm Gucci.
Hey, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, good. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't care how dank it is.
I don't care how dank it is.
It's also clearly more than just the herb. Like she put something.
Yeah, herb does not make you start seeing shit, bro.
No.
You
I've smoked.
Stated that, and I'm impressed.
So I'm I'm also gonna be like hinting at it a little bit once we start up again. Like you'll get an idea of what the hell she did.
I want chat. This is what the symbol was like.
Oh,
Oh wait, the star goes around the outside,
the star goes where?
and so it's like an outline around everything. So like the top of the star goes over the circle, and the bottom is like the bottom point intersects with the cross.
Wait, say that last part. You cut out.
So the tip, like the top tip of the star, goes over the circle, and then the bottom tip kind of intersects with the bottom of the cross. All right, relax, you heathen.
Let me.
My daughter's been kidnapped. Mommy!
Here, I'll just share my screen. Is that right? Is that right? Like,
Hold on.
Wait. Like that?
Oh, did my computer crash?
Oh no.
I hope not. Hold on. Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
We hear you.
I might be good. I'm good. That was fucking terrifying. Very close. Shrink the circle down. So make sure the circle is just inside the star and on top of the cross, and then you'll have it perfect.